Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, RegisKillbin is the name and Hearthstone is the game, and this is my latest Decksperiment where I experiment with a cool or interesting or crazy deck idea and then build it live on the spot and test it out on the ranked ladder. This time around, I am having a go at Control Rogue using some of the new incredibly powerful removal cards that Rogue received with Journey to Aguro. So let's go ahead and jump into the deck creation process as it was recorded live on my Twitch stream. One thing I haven't seen so far is a lot of people playing a Control Rogue. In fact, we've never really seen Control Rogue as an archetype. You know, Rogue has always had Miracle, which certainly has some control elements to it. It wouldn't be a misnomer completely to call that a control deck, but it's really more of a combo deck traditionally. And then we've got Quest Rogue right now, which is anything but control. That's more about just another crazy, really fast combo, but it's typically much more aggressive. But I noticed that in Aguro, Rogue actually got a couple of really powerful control-style cards, namely the Vilespine Slayer, which is just an assassinate with a body attached, a fantastic control tempo play. Really cool card. And it's being played, of course, in Miracle Rogue, as you might expect, but has other applications. But then also this card's pretty intriguing, and I found a lot of success with this card in Arena in particular. It's really good in Arena just to remove threats very efficiently at the cost of health often, but still that tempo is just so valuable that you can't pass it up in Arena. But it might actually be good in Constructed too, so I don't know, I think it's worth testing. Not to mention Shares in the Corpse Flower is possible in Control Rogue. The only downside here, I think, is that 4 cards might just be too difficult when your curve is rather high, as a control deck is wont to do. So I don't think this one's going to make the cut, despite the fact that it could be good if you were able to bring it back to life consistently enough. But really, it's just Vilespine Slayer and Envenom Weapon that seem to make the deck sensible to me. Honestly, Mimic Pod is kind of intriguing too, though, just getting a really good card, which, you know, control cards on average are higher value. So doubling a higher cost, higher value card would be worth more, theoretically, than doubling a lower cost, lower value card, right? 2 Backstabs probably isn't quite as good as 2 Medivhs or 2 Ysseras or whatever kind of late game card we might decide we want to include, so. Let's see. Definitely not a Shares and Dex, this Hunter. Agree completely. Control Rogue's really problematic without any heals, says K-Reiku. And that's a great point that we're going to have to talk about, is that there's no Reno. We have seen Reno Rogue as a very fringe kind of deck in the past, where, you know, if you're using your weapon a lot to clear, you take a lot of face damage and you probably need a lot of healing. And unfortunately, there's just not that much healing right now in the game. So I think we have to make up for that by the fact that we do definitely need a pretty consistent early game kind of suite of cards that can address aggression without having to utilize our weapon all that much. So we're going to have to be really careful about how we build the deck there. Plus, we still might have to sneak in a few different ways to gain health, which could be difficult to find, but we're going to try our very best to make sure we at least have something in that regard. Obsidian Shard might be good in this deck with Swashbucklers, says Hunter. Maybe. I was looking at that one too. I don't really know yet. We'll have to think about it for a minute and see how many actual stolen cards we add to our deck. If it's just Swashbucklers, it might not be worth it, because then it's sort of just like a 2 or 3 mana Fiery War Axe, you know, and it's inconsistent. But if we get like 5 or 6 and we can play that for free, it could be good. But I don't know that I want to use my face and or weapons all that much, so we'll have to wait and see. Squip, I'm having trouble getting through the first half of your sentence there, but I'm not going to craft a golden Sharezen if that's what you're requesting. I can tell you that. JJ Dan says, what's up? Building a Control Rogue deck is what's up, JJ Dan. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. With the Rogue Cthulhu card work too, and maybe Cthulhu is a finisher. See, Moo 333 knows where I'm going. He knows where I'm going. So there's one other card that historically has been kind of similar to Vilespine Slayer that has been a staple in some Rogue decks very occasionally, and that's Blade of Cthulhu. It does the exact same thing as that, but does not require a combo, which might look bad, but you also get the benefit of kind of building up a Cthulhu. Now, Cthulhu is really slow in this meta, I think, and pretty risky, but I've seen this card in the past, and I've actually built a deck in the past. You could probably dig it up on YouTube somewhere pretty shortly after Old Gods came out. It's probably even a Decksperiment, where I tested Blade of Cthulhu as the only Cthulhu synergy card. You just run Cthulhu and Blade of Cthulhu's, and that's all you need to make a pretty meaty Cthulhu that's a late game finisher. And you don't sacrifice the early consistency of your deck by including a bunch of mediocre Cthulhu synergy cards. And I think that that's actually going to be something that makes the cut this time around again, because I really like that idea. So Moo333 is on the same page as me already. Sherazan's a pretty good card. Yeah, Sherazan's a totally fine card, guys, in Miracle, but he's not going to make the cut in this deck just because he doesn't make sense for how many cards we're going to be playing per turn. It's just not that sensible. So, we'll see. But anyway, I mean, let's go ahead and add in what we know is going to be in the deck. It's definitely going to be Vilespine Slayer. I think Envenom Weapon, I might actually cut one of these, but we'll just see. But, you know, those are the two things that sort of inspired the deck, so I definitely want those there. And now what we're going to do is just go in and kind of add cards we think make sense, and then we can refine back down from there. So we definitely want some early game with backstabs. There's such efficient removal. I think we probably want preparation just because it's such an overpowered card. We might add in stuff like sprints later, or just, you know, even on Mimic Pod or something that could be really good. Prep could. So there's going to be instances to use that. I think Swashbucklers are important, and we'll probably even run a Patches. Let's grab them before we forget. Not because these are control cards by any means. These are very fast cards, but Swashbucklers are sort of a free 1/1 that you can play that gives you something perhaps control-oriented in return, so you just kind of cycle it. And Patches is just a great way to keep up with some of the more aggressive stuff on the ladder, like Pirates or Token, Druid. So without these sort of early game cards, we might just die before we ever get a chance to fight. So we do want to add those in just to have some sort of outlet in the early game. I even kind of like the idea of Hallucination, just as a card cycle too. Something to do on early turns that might give me a very specific answer that I need. Eviscerates are going to be a staple card for virtually any rogue deck. I think Double Sap makes sense in this meta with all the taunts out there and just big stuff that can be really annoying if we don't have some way to answer it. It's just a tempo play that we can set up maybe a Vilespine Slayer the next turn, right? Like there's ways to utilize that. So let's see what else. Edwin might actually be okay. I know it seems like my curve is so low right now for a control deck, but like I said, we're going to just add stuff we think kind of makes sense and then pull back from there. So for now, that makes the cut. I think Mimic Pod's pretty good for the reasons I described earlier. I think Fan of Knives is pretty good just for card cycle and AoE. I think Shadow Strike's pretty good. SI7s are good. Like, look at my list. It's already 26 cards. I'm clearly going to have to pull back. But honestly, everything that I've added so far makes a lot of sense to me. So I'm not feeling too bad about the list. We'll cut some things, certainly. But if we have, like, Hallucination, Fan of Knives, Mimic Pod, I don't think we need Sprint. It's just overkill at that point. And then I think I want 2 of these, and I think I want a Cthulhu. 2 of these might be too slow, but if I am running Cthulhu, like, you know, double the power is good. This is sort of our late game. We don't want to go too much more late game than this. We'll have the tools to generate cards and find answers up to these kinds of super powered plays, so we don't have to dump a ton of late game cards in this deck. But let's see. So we went through the full rogue set. And then grabbed everything that looked like it made a lot of sense to me. So what about standard cards? Like, let's take a look at some legendaries, see if there's any powerhouse cards. Like, I think we definitely have to run a Thalnos if we're running stuff like Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives. That's just, and Backstab even. He's just so good with all that stuff. I think it's really important that we have that. None of those look enticing. None of these look particularly enticing. Harrison's kind of intriguing, but maybe not worth it. Elise is actually pretty intriguing, just as a generic control value generation card. None of those look too good. None of these look too good. I don't think we get any curator value off our deck because we don't have dragons or murlocs or beasts. Malygos is a different kind of deck, probably a halfway valuable one, but not what we're looking to do today. No other old gods are going to make sense. I think Ysera is just too slow. We can be more proactive. Alexstrasza is kind of a heal. I don't hate the idea of Alexstrasza. Because we are going to have to add some healing in here, right? We talked about that, and we don't have any yet, so I don't know. Let's see what Twitch chat has to say. I forget to check in with you guys every once in a while. I flipping love Blade of Cthulhu. It's so good. It is a cool card. I think it's been underrated throughout the course of its lifespan. Cthulhu Rogue seems good. Cthulhu Mage is pretty good. People hitting a legend with it. Hallucination is good, though I don't know if it'll be good enough. If you have Hallucination and Swash, you should add Obsidian Shard. All right, all good notes. Woolen Lotus. That sounds like a new name, Woolen. Welcome if you're brand new. Hey, Regis, I made it from rank 23 to rank 17 using your Zoo Spell Priest deck. Oh, that's fun, dude. That's a crazy fun deck. I hope you're enjoying it. I still play that just for fun, honestly. And there's some other more probably refined Priest decks out there that'll use a lot of the same cards. But I just like my version because it's so fast and crazy. Malchris says, greetings, Traveler. I made a steal your deck Priest, and I think it would be an interesting to experiment if you need ideas. It actually worked really well. Yeah, I like that idea a lot, Malchris. I actually did a version of that way back in the day. It was one of my most popular Decksperiment videos actually on YouTube. But it could certainly be updated nowadays, so that's a pretty cool idea. The whole deck was basically just spells that steal cards, which is pretty fun. Shadowcaster, a Vilespine, Slayer, or Heal. Yeah, I like the idea of Shadowcaster to some extent. We'll have to see what else we cut and add in here. This list clearly needs some refinements. At Shaku, definitely a good card. Shaku's good, but he might just be too slow for what we're trying to do. I don't know. I want my early game cards to be a little bit more active than Shaku is. You know, like SI7s and stuff. I like Shaku a lot, though. I played a Water Rogue last month that was really good that had Shaku. Probably worth adding taunts, such as Tar Creeper, to slow down damage. I like that idea. Twin Imps is actually a interesting suggestion, DJ, but I'm not sure it's going to work because it's going to be so long until we play our Blade of Cthulhu's. You know, like, we don't have any other Cthulhu stuff. Like, usually you want the Twin Imps on 7 because they're such significant taunts. But they'll just be, like, sitting in our hand forever, basically, because our Blade of Cthulhu's are so high-costed, and that's the only way to get Cthulhu to 10 to activate the Twin Imps, that I just don't think that one's going to work too well. How about Cthulhu Taunt Legendary? I don't remember his name. I think you're talking about Twin Imps as well. I think I just addressed that one. How do I feel about Zeril? In general, I like Zeril. Cool card. I don't know that it's going to be fast enough for our deck, though. Like, it just doesn't live to trade. It adds some spells that we don't have, like, synergies for. It's better with stuff like Auctioneer where you can use those synergies. I don't yet know what the deck... I mean, clearly we don't even have a 4-drop, so this still needs a lot of refinements, but I like all your guys' ideas. It seems hard to control the board without taunts and viable AoE. Well, sort of. If you get out ahead of your opponents a little bit, though, and use things like really cheap removal, it's certainly still possible to make efficient trades. And we can use our weapon to clear, and we'll just have to see. That may very well be the case. But that's why I'm experimenting, right, is to test it and see. It might be a total failure, but I don't know that it will. I got some faith. I got some hope. So you guys are probably right, though. I mean, this has not been a prominent or popular deck so far, so it doesn't always look good. Almost all my time on Hearthstone is experimenting new deck ideas that makes the game more interesting. I saw the Noggenfodder suggestion. That's definitely not going to make the cut in this particular list. I can't just add Noggenfodder to every list because you guys want me to. As sad as that makes me, as sad as it makes me, I just don't think I can do that. So let's look up heal cards, right? Like, I think we have to run something like Mistress of Mixtures or Earthen Ring Farseer because we just don't have any heals right now. Priestess of Elune, maybe even, who knows, right? I don't think that's good enough, but I think these have to make the cut. So, I mean, what do I take out of my deck, right? I think Edwin is a pretty easy cut. I actually think one Envenom weapon is enough. I don't think I need two necessarily. We have so much removal with Vilespine, Blade. Like, big threats aren't actually going to be that much of an issue given our deck's options here. Even like Shadow Strike and stuff kills so many minions. So let's add in a couple of these or heals and just more early game, right? So our curve looks like an aggro deck right now, but remember, well, we actually do need to add some threats. Like, we don't have enough threats. This is all control-oriented. Like, I'm not even sure I want preparation right now. Like, I'm not going to be prepping out anything that's game-winning, you know what I mean? Like, maybe a prep Shadow Strike, I guess, would be pretty good. Prep Mimic Pod just as resources, but not... I don't know. Prep is such a good card, though. But I really want to add in the Farseers for heal and the Mistress for heals and just early game trading against like Token Druid, for instance, a deck I've seen a lot. But now the problem is I don't have any actual threats. I have all removal. but no threats. Like, I mean, Cthulhu is clearly a big threat, but even these guys are more removal based. They're not like big bodies, you know. They don't like do chip damage. It's like we're all in on Cthulhu right now. So unless Cthulhu exactly wins me the game, we may not have enough to actually finish people off, right? We might just be stuck, which doesn't feel good. So like maybe a card like Elise is what we need, right? We actually need some 4-drops too, though. Like we just don't have any 4-drops. None of these feel particularly good. Arcane Giants is a pretty good suggestion, Hunter. I actually like that idea. That's not too bad. How much money do you spend on hair products? Says BRB Cat is on fire. Well, it really doesn't take much as long as you have thick hair like I do, which I love your username, by the way. But to answer your question legitimately, like probably $10 a month. I basically buy Old Spice pomade at like Target or Walmart, wherever, nothing fancy, and it's like $7 a thing, and it probably lasts like 3 weeks. So something like that. And a little bit of electricity on a hairdryer, I guess, technically. I love Decksperiment. I've been messing with Tempo Warrior. Yeah, that's a fun deck archetype for sure. What if he accidentally makes a golden Marinagenfogger? I guess I'd probably uninstall the game. I'd be too ashamed to ever play again. Rag and Sylve. Oh, wait. Yeah, I feel that way a lot, Angry Dude. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's always so sheen and shiny. I'm jealous. Yeah, that might partly just be lighting. I have a lot of lights, which probably contribute a little bit. But thank you, though, for the hair compliments. I appreciate it. I'm just happy to still have hair at this point. Not all my comrades in arms at this age have hair. I'm not quite 30 yet, but soon. And unfortunately, hair is failing people already. So, like, good 4-drops. Nothing's jumping out to me, right? Nothing. I mean, Defender of Argus is pretty cool. But we don't have that many, like, good early game minions to hit with it. Like, Barnes is a big whiff in our deck. We don't have enough stuff to synergize at all. Bright-Eyed Scout's kind of intriguing. Although I think we just have too much early game to really make that work. So I don't think that's going to make the cut. What I really need is Tomb Pillager, guys. Like, that would be the perfect... Tomb Pillager is actually exactly what we need, but it doesn't exist, of course. There's not just any, like, super value 4-drops right now. Twilight Drake is an idea, but we have too much early game. We'll be playing cards early, so Twilight Drake's just not going to work. Violet Teacher is probably okay with stuff like Backstab, Hallucination, Eviscerate, Sap. Maybe Violet Teachers is a 4-drop. I don't... Oh, crap. I did not mean to do that. Oops, oops, oops. Gotta go grab that back. Maybe I could, like, cut something. I don't know. Maybe we just throw it down as sort of a feigned threat, you know? It's just not that control-oriented, so I'm a little bit hesitant. I did want to add in an Elise, though. I'm pretty sure I want Elise. Maybe we don't need Shadow Strikes. Maybe really the meta right now is more about little stuff, I think. So, like, Shadow Strike's just not going to hit that many things. Like, Eviscerate can kill all the Murlocs of the world, right? Murloc War Leaders will die to this, and that's all we really care about. So, maybe we cut both Shadow Strikes. Maybe there's just too many 3-drops. We really, really need something on 4, theoretically. Cyclopean Horror. I feel like I'm missing cards. Like, there's not any choices here. This will never hit. This is a waste. Eater of Secrets is not a terrible tech these days, but probably just not good enough in our deck. Wish there was a 4-mana heal card. That would be perfect. Honestly, Sinjin's not a bad choice for our deck, because we don't have any taunts yet. But again, I don't think I want to rely on taunts. I think I want to rely on tempo. It's not mandatory that we have a 4-drop by any means. I'm just saying. Oh, Mountain Giant. I don't like Mountain Giant as much, because we're not handlocked, but I forgot about the Arcane Giants. I do kind of like that idea as threats. Elise will help us in that regard too, though. Like, Elise can generate bodies and threats. I'm just kind of getting hesitant to cut anything at this point. Like, I don't want to cut cards. Maybe the Hallucinations go, but that makes Arcane Giants worse is the problem. Like, Backstabs too. Swashbucklers can certainly generate stuff. Eviscerate's 4, Saps are 6. This is 7, 9, 11. We have 11 spells. So these could get down pretty cheap. Not necessarily free, but, you know, 3-4 mana 8/8s aren't bad. in the late game. I kind of wanted to run an Alexstrasza, though, for the heal and potentially the Cthulhu setup, right? Like, this has 2 advantages. This deck right now is so, like, janky looking on curve, though. That makes me really nervous. I don't think I can run those guys. I think Alexstrasza is enough. I pulled out Edwin Loki because I don't know that it's going to be good enough. I might add him back in now, though, that we have maybe 1 card left. I think I'd rather run these hallucinations, though. I do kind of miss Edwin, to tell you the truth. Is there anything I could cut Edwin for, or cut for Edwin? No, I think I need patches, guys. I know some people are going to feel weird about that. The meta right now is just too tokeny. We got to have little dudes. Smash Brother says, what up, Regis? Got to get a Blessaroo. Yeah, RN Jesus says, hereby Blessaroo your packs. Good luck out there. Chillwind Yeti, yeah, that's old school. Can my tentacles touch your beard through the screen? Yeah, I don't have any problems with that. If you can figure out a way to do it, dude, it's pretty soft. I think you'd enjoy it. Just quit and play Miracle. Well, that's probably the most sound advice, but certainly not nearly as much fun. Meta, Hunter, 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 Mage. Tyrion Forging. We might get some Tyrions. Do you think you're going to get past rank 5? It certainly could. I played some actual Hearthstone today with Control Paladin and hit 5 and 4 stars before reverting back to fun stuff. But not this month. I don't think I won't hit Legend this month. I might grind it out next month. Regis, I made a cool Decksperiment back in GVG days, and it was a Warlock deck. I called it Mistress deck. I focused around buffing up Mistress of Pain. Yeah, that was a cool card. Yeah, I seem to remember that card, seeing some occasional play in a similar way. Monster Hunter, that sounds awesome. Yogg, please. I wouldn't hate Yogg, to tell you the truth, but I don't know. I'm going to stick by with my Edwin cut, I think. I don't remember why exactly I cut it, but it made sense at the time. Maybe I could cut 1 Mistress and add in an Edwin. Reduces my healing a little bit, but we added in the Alexstrasza as a really late game sort of clutch heal if we desperately need it. Although it probably won't help without any actual taunts. But again, I don't think we're going to have to rely on that so much. I think we have enough early game bodies and actions that we can take that we should be able to keep up. I mean, our curve is actually fairly early game. We don't have that many threats down here. We kind of have to win the game on Alexstrasza and Cthulhu, or like, shenanigans with Swashbuckler, whatever it might be, or hallucination. Those can give us some pretty big threats. So, yeah, I don't know if I feel great about this list, but I think this is what I'm going to try. I don't know what to change to make it better. Like, I basically wanted to run 40 cards and couldn't. I mean, the Cthulhu package might actually be the most suspect pieces of all. Like, if we removed these 3, we could squeeze back in some other stuff. But I like this as a finisher. I think this is sort of my big out to win the game in control matchups. So I think we can just stabilize behind everything else and just win with little minions, against token-style decks and aggressive decks. So sure, let's try this list. We might refine it in 5-6 games if it's not working, but I'm anxious to get playing. It's been 30 minutes and I haven't actually played a game yet. Give the people Yogg. Not today. I've given the people Yogg plenty of times in the past, so let's do this. And guys, watch this. You're gonna all freak out. You're gonna lose your minds right now because you're gonna lose your minds right now. Hold up. I've already got the deck tracker set up and working on game 1. On game 1. Look at this craziness right now. You're going to see the deck tracker right away. Regis is ignoring Ultrasaur. Yeah, that's always the case. Your curve is making me cringe. Yeah, but Rogue, I think, is actually the class least concerned with curve. But we'll see. I agree. I mean, I was nervous about the lack of a 4-drop. But with all these 1-drops and other little low-cost cards, you can squeeze stuff together all the time. So we'll see. Decklist is already on the screen, Hunter. So thanks for the reminder, but I beat you to it. I'm getting better. I'm improving. I'll keep that. It's something. I don't know if this will be Pirate. Probably Pirate. Add Shadow Rager as a finisher. No pink screen, guys. I sorted it out ahead of time. I'm getting better. Hunter says, holy, again, I don't know what the 3 stars stand for. Holy ass. The deck list, he's done it. OMG. The world cannot handle this amount of shock. GG, Regis. Good job, Regis, says Murray. JM Charlie says, hello, this is the first time I can catch a live stream, live Twitch stream from you. Oh, welcome, JM Charlie, dude. Happy to have you here. That's awesome. Thanks for making the jump from YouTube, it sounds like. Hope you have fun. Feel free to chime in with chat. Try to read as much as I can, so if you got anything cool to add, happy to hear it. Put my faith in the light, always. Yeah, baby, it's Regis time, says Coverts. Well, thanks, man. It's always Regis time in my life. Think about that. Think about that. I'm just going to play this out. I mean, Taunt Warrior health probably won't be the biggest concern, but minions on the board certainly will be, and this sets up the trade and gets me some value out of the Earthen Ring instead of leaving it dead. And Hunter, was it Hunter that sent me that message? Yeah, sorry if there's a stream delay. Thank you for the reminder. It is legitimately appreciated. I was just laughing because for once I actually got it ahead of time. This doesn't really do much for me right now, but it could theoretically be fairly good. I'm actually going to attack into this because, you know, we got to kill it somehow eventually, and this 1 chip damage might matter, and I'm okay to sacrifice some health here because I am going to play the Mistress and re-weapon. And if, you know, I want to re-weapon and fully utilizing the charge, I guess I'll run this in 2 simply because of Ravaging Ghoul, right? I don't want to give him extra Ravaging Ghoul value. I want that attack to mean something, or the patches to mean something, so he can Ravaging Ghoul trade into the Mistress, and that'd be fine, but Elise looks like a good play here. We can kill everything, it looks like, so I don't need to backstab yet. These are all pretty low attack dudes, so it's probably fine. This is going to heal me full, so it doesn't matter, so we'll kill here, and play Elise. You know, we're not doing too bad. If we could hit this Blood Warriors on the Elise and the Earthen Ring, that'd be pretty sick, but we'll see. This isn't the real Regis. You remembered the deck list. I'm an imposter. See, guys, I'm used to putting the exact number of asterisks as the letter of, the number of letters of the curse word. So forgive me if I'm missing it here. We'll draw first, and then probably just backstab trade Blood Warriors. That's actually a pretty good turn. We get 2 nice minions back. We draw some cards, and kill the minions. And get to do 3 face damage. Alright, I mean, that's actually not bad against Taunt Warrior. It's a pretty tempo-heavy matchup, so. Pretty good card draw turn for us, honestly. We got 4 cards that turn. A lot of resources in hand. Brawl is going to be a bit of a problem for me, probably with Cthulhu, but we'll see. I haven't actually played many Taunt Warriors lately. I'm kind of forgetting what they're doing. Whoa, too much talk about kinky stuff and probing in chat right now for Regis to handle, guys, but carry on, carry on. Looks like Ravaging Ghoul's coming down. Probably just play Elise weapon, unless I see something more appetizing. I don't have a good way to kill this right now. Yeah, Edwin's not doing much for me. I don't really envision a reason to hit this right now with a weapon. I do want a weapon back up, but I mean, like double Fan of Knives next turn is a possibility, but then I can't play Edwin with it. I think I'd rather just go face and re-weapon and figure out some other way to sort this out, like Eviscerate or Backstab, you know. In fact, it actually reduces the possibility to backstab if I draw that in a future turn, so gotta be a little careful maybe. We have 2 Unguro packs. We have a lot of value in the deck right now. Not Edwin? Okay, that's fine. Edwin would have been the worst for sure. So we can Fan of Knives trade. It can eviscerate, weapon, and fan also does 6, right? It's 4, 6, or 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we can clear here. I'll take the damage instead of Elise, but let's actually Fan of Knives first. Good timing on that. No, it doesn't actually matter too much, but we're going to get a decent Edwin here. It's not the best Edwin. Could have been better if we'd backstabbed, but that's pretty valuable. Like, we could have backstabbed our Elise, but she would have went down to 1, which is risky. It's not worth the +2/+2 on Edwin. And unfortunately, we didn't draw the backstab until we already fanned, so we couldn't do it beforehand on the actual dudes, but still works out. Hey guys, can you hear me again? Oh yeah, sorry, my internet died. I don't know what happened. I had to go reset the router real fast. Yeah, I lost the game. It was a full disconnect. It wasn't just streaming, unfortunately. Full internet deaded, unfortunately, so that sucked. But we'll jump right back in, so no worries. I'm actually kind of sad because that was a fun game and it was developing really nicely. I was curious how it was going to resolve, so I hate to lose those like that because you never really quite know what you're going to see. Regis lives, he didn't go into the light. Regis died once again. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. That totally sucks. I typically have incredibly stable internet. I actually have gigabit internet. It's fiber optic. It's not Google Fiber. It's a local service. But still, it's usually just super duper stable. And unfortunately, that was not the case today. I actually don't think we want Edwin. I don't think we want any of this. I think I want more early game proactive stuff. So yeah, guys, if you, well, you can't hear me if I was going to say refresh if you can't hear me, but if you can't hear me, that's not going to be very good advice, is it? Regis, I missed you, says JJ Dan. Oh man, thank you so much. I'm back. Refresh, I'm back. Sorry guys. I got a Heroes of the Storm ad. So you guys get ads on even on my channel, huh? That makes me sad because I don't see any of that money. But I'm happy to feed the Twitch machine for the potential growth. The pink screen got Regis. Yeah, the pink screen of death, Ruby Crossinger. That's exactly right. I'm gonna save this backstab for the SI7 for a super turn next turn instead of just killing that now. I don't actually know what these secret mages are about, guys. I hate this. I just don't know this deck well enough, really. Is Backstab Fan actually just better to resolve the board, save a little health, and draw a card? The SI gets a little less valuable. I mean, we could still SI, kill this, and trade into this. Is it worth it to get a 3/3 out? I suppose so. I suppose so. Could even Edwin, honestly, but that doesn't seem worth it. Edwin will get better the longer we go, so. I'm back, yay. We were making beard jokes while you were away. If you guys are making beard jokes, you're going to get banned. Okay, I got secret moderators in the chat that are banning people specifically for beard jokes. But not really, I don't care. Make fun of my beard all you need to. If you're feeling insufficient about your own beard, you're more than welcome to say something about mine. I was just going to weapon up. I didn't. Then I realized I had Mimic Pod, which I could play, so that seemed considerably better. Oh, that's an interesting little combo. 3 Cthulhu buffs. I like that. Regis says refresh if you can't hear me. Yeah. So it's a 0-1 because of internet? No. We're not counting that. We're not counting that. You know what else gets better the long... Oh, I shouldn't finish reading that. Shouldn't finish reading that one. I think I'll just cycle the fan here. Is this a burn deck, guys? I don't even know. It must be a burn deck, right? Freeze Mage, basically. I don't think it's actually Secret Mage, right? It looks like Freeze Mage. Which, we need to kill him, I think. I don't think we can sit around for... Wow. That's not something we see every day. 3 in a row. Probably too slow for our matchup, honestly. Kind of wish we had some faster stuff. Should I play this just to cycle a card? I think I'll just cycle a card. Developing the weapon... Doesn't help. I don't have any 4-drop stuff that I could play alongside this next turn or need to weapon. I'm just going to play this for cycle. Our hand is really junk. Absolute junk right now. So we're back up to 23 viewers, guys. So those of you counting viewers, don't worry. It was 28. 5 people did not survive the apocalypse, the stream apocalypse, but the rest, in fact, did. Alright, let's just see what this is about. That's Ice Block and Ice Barrier, right? It's almost guaranteed, but Primordial Glyph means it could be other things. Just in case it's like Mirror Entity or whatever. Hey! Hey, I'm learning to play around secrets, guys. What do you know? Is that worth removing just to develop a 3/4? Or should I just Mimic Pod Hero Power? I guess we'll just Mimic Pod Hero Power. Or Mimic Pod Double Swashbuckler is also a play. This is also... What is this card? Cabal Chemist. Yeah, cool. I don't see any reason to trade into that. Most likely, we're fine. That Triple Blade of Cthulhu would actually be awesome against Taunt Warrior. Oh my god. Wouldn't it? Oh, jeez, you're right. Oh, this is like the worst matchup for it, probably. But against Taunt Warrior... Oh... You got me a little excited thinking about that, I gotta be honest. That's great. That makes it feel like this deck actually has a shot. I completely forgot about patches. I don't know how. I still see him pretty consistently, honestly. This is worth destroying to deny card draw. So to set up the combo, the only thing I have is this Flame Geyser. So I'm actually just going to Flame Geyser face and Vilespine Slayer this. We're still not to this, but I just don't think it's going to be... Are we dead? He just well played. Or is he just upset about the lack of card draw? Not sure.
I can't do that.
We could save the Alex for ourselves or use it on him, but I don't think we're going to have time to use it soon enough. Like, in other words, we're going to pop him down to like 20 by the time we want to do it anyway, so it's just not going to be that beneficial, I don't think. Ooh, that's an interesting win condition right there. We can do like Cabal Chemist, Flame Elemental into Edwin. That's an 8-mana turn. We don't really have a lot else to do, so let's just see what we get here. This could be relevant too. Not particularly relevant, I would argue. We definitely need to deny as much card draw as we can, so even though I'd feel better about sending in 2 1-drops instead of taking health off of this and wasting some damage, I think it's definitely going to be the most optimal play. Although we could have put him close to overdrawing, but we wouldn't have. We would have put him at 10. Okay. We can just go ahead and Alexstrasza him, honestly. It's one of those things where it might work on our face, but I think I'm going to go for the win, not for the... He's played 1 Doomsayer and 1 Freeze. I think I'm just going to go for the win, guys. Like, if he Alexes us, Alexstrasza doesn't help us. The only way this helps us is if he takes us, you know, to like 5, and that's a long way away, and he probably has an OTK if he's doing that anyway. This technically puts us on Ice Block lethal, right? With Cthulhu even more if he does clear like Edwin or something. This just applies... Yeah, so see, that's exactly what we figured would happen. I think that means I'm just dead. This is a good draw, but it means that... I want to cast Blade of Cthulhu on Alexstrasza, and I want to heal myself. Because I want to pop his block and set up a Cthulhu next turn. Or remove... I can't pop his block and remove Alexstrasza. Oh, I could with Sap, actually. Then he just does 3 damage with Alexstrasza next turn. It's not that significant. Or I could just Blast Crystal. Oh, I have Blast Crystal. I didn't even see this. Yeah, let's just do this, guys. Let's just do this. We're probably still dead because 18 is just not enough health. But we're possibly alive, right? And we'll put him at 1 just in case it's relevant instead of using the 3 attack. Well, it didn't matter. We had 14 regardless, but... Let's see. You can Blade of Cthulhu your own minions to kill them with Cthulhu. Yeah, you definitely can. The turn we were frozen, we didn't have enough big guys. It was just the Edwin, and I didn't want to sacrifice my best minion for it, but definitely a possibility. Your hand is garbanzo beans. It's pretty funny. Do we have one more heal in the deck? So I just don't think we're going to survive the burn here. I think he's just going to outburn me. And that'd be a nice time to have Alex, but remember, if we didn't play Alex... he'd still have 2 ice blocks, and we wouldn't even be close to winning, so... Is he fireballing Alex? Oh, no, no. It looked like he targeted Alex for a second. I was stunned. Absolutely stunned. So there's just really no way for me to win now, because he's, you know... We can pop the block again, right? But... I can't sap my own minion to heal, right? That would be an amazing play. Blade of Cthulhu does nothing. We're just dead. He obviously has 9 damage, right? There's just no... It's so easy to get 9 damage. And that's freeze mage, like nothing... I don't think anything we could have done differently would have won the game. Except draw another heal, maybe. Or, you know, Mimic Pod into Earthen Ring would have been pretty amazing. But we popped his blocks as fast, I think, as we could, playing the aggressive Alex, so I'm alright with that. Just how it shakes out sometimes. Oh my god, you're live! Been watching you since you had like 200 viewers on YouTube, but could never catch you online, says Balaronix. Well, thanks so much, man. Appreciate the fact that you've been supporting me so long, first off, because my content used to suck back then. Hopefully it's a little better these days. But anyway, thanks for making the move to Twitch, dude. Appreciate that support. That's so fantastic. Beating a mage is easy. Just put a leper gnome in your deck and wait until he's at 1 HP after summoning Doomsayer. I like that. You can also do Eye for an Eye or Eater of Secrets to beat mages, I think. We'll just play the early game curve here for sure. Good look, says Jamcaro. Appreciate it, man. Thanks. Pyroblasted in the face feels bad. Absolutely does. We'll start here and go to Mistress next, because we don't have damage taken, right? So even though this is theoretically a little bigger, oh my god, we might actually be able to use this. We might actually have a great 1, 2, 3 right here, but we know that he's Pirate based on that, right? Or, no, this is not from his deck. This is from his class. Never mind. Never mind. We're not playing Priest. It's Taunt instead. But this is kind of a sick combo. Don't coin Ravaging Ghoul. Don't coin Ravaging Ghoul. That's all we need. Sorry. Oh, cool. We can do it. Oh, RegisKillbin is back. Welcome back, dude. You're gonna get banned for saying stupid things, says RegisKillbin. Probably not. I don't have any rules yet for the mods that I nominated as mods, so they probably won't take action. And you're probably not going to say anything stupid enough to get banned anyway, so don't worry. I'm so glad you're doing arenas again. Those are my favorite YouTube vids you made. Oh, awesome, Bala. That's cool to hear, dude. Not as many people watch those as other videos, of course, but still, I'm happy to do them. I do them on Twitch, too, so it kind of allows me to double down on my time, which is really nice. So I'm glad you're enjoying them. Which secret do you think is the worst in Hearthstone? Ice Block is probably the worst for the game, but honestly, I think Freezing Trap is the most annoying to play against. Although people seem to have forgotten how annoying it is. As far as the actual worst secret, it's probably Hidden Cache, the Hunter secret. Like, actual, just like it's really bad. Alright, that could be relevant later. Who knows? Yeah, we'll just trade into this. It's totally fine. I'm actually going to go ahead and heal this guy just as a Fiery War Axe deterrent, right? It's going to make me immune to Fiery War Axe, I guess. That's all I'm thinking about. Plus, I just want to develop a body. Against Warrior, having bodies on the board is a pretty relevant thing. Man, like, Backstab is not good here. It's one of those times where Backstab kind of sucks. But we can get through it anyway. We can trade, take 5 to the face, trade the Swashbuckler. I wish I could play more. I honestly could just Commanding Shout and trade all the minions to save some face health, but... Or to save, actually, a minion, too. But it plays into Ravaging Ghoul, but I could heal the minions back with Earthen Ring Farseer. I think I actually like this play, just to cycle a card, right? So see, this doesn't really play into Ravaging Ghoul all that much. I'm healing this one instead of this one to play around Ravaging Ghoul specifically, because now everything's above 1, except for the Swashbuckler, but who cares? Have you considered uploading a video as a warning about yourself streaming? The stream is bad, you are bad, everyone is bad. Come at me. Oh, we still love you, RegisKillbin, don't worry. So we got a pretty good clear here, just the backstab into the Abyss. We can't really develop much, but probably just go face and actually just replay the weapon. I don't really care if it has 2... Actually, maybe we'll just save the backstab for some combo stuff later, because I can just use the weapon and get value out of it now. Eviscerate, re-weapon, and just go face. Why is that alive? Oh, because I didn't combo it. Oh, shoot. Never mind then, we'll do this. Oh my god, I'm falling apart. Oh god, no. I thought I could attack again. Whoops. You can't do that now. Well, okay. We'll just sacrifice everything, guys. We'll just do it all. That turn fell apart so fast. I was like, why is it alive? Why is it alive? Let's see. Commanding Shout's got your back. Just finished your HOTS YouTube video. So jealous of what you got. Apparently I got some pretty good stuff in my HOTS, loot chests, they're called. I was kind of didn't really know, but was happy to hear that. Oh, so we still don't have a good play here. We kind of didn't use that backstab, then wasted it because we didn't combo the Eviscerate, so everything fell apart, and now the backstab is still useless. Because I was hoping for something like Vilespine Slayer to actually utilize the backstab. I think it's still important that I develop minions, unfortunately, so I think I'm going to have to play a 4/4 Van Cleef here. Hopefully we'll just math a little better this time. So not the worst board, I guess, in the scheme of things. Reads the serious question and absolutely ignores it. I don't remember a serious question. But anyway. Ripping pepperonis. Uh-oh, I'm catching up to the misplay, I'm catching up to the misplay chat here now. Feels concede, man. Bottom right. No. There's no shame for me, guys. No shame for me. Oh, man, this hand is so awkward. Like, we got some cool stuff coming, but my god, this hand is awkward. I guess we'll sap it, honestly. It's not bad. He's not going to get more draw out of it, right? He's already played the 1 beast. He drew the 2nd beast. I think, although I didn't watch, but these are all turn 7 cards, so he drew all of his stuff, so it's just going to be a 4/6 taunt at this point, and we can get him low. We're not actually trying to kill him, unfortunately, so it's a little bit against our game plan, but Cthulhu puts us in range to do some fun stuff, right? We can Blade of Cthulhu whatever he plays this turn, probably Primordial Drake, even though it's not that good. He'll just kill him in and set up some trades, he thinks, but we'll just Cthulhu it and have a pretty big Cthulhu. Anyway. Have you thought about posting a video to announce you live streaming? It would be helpful. Oh, I understand now. I understand. I have actually posted a couple RegisKillbin. The contest I did was one such post. But, oh my god, that's still a good thing to destroy right there. Wow. Do I want to go face here for 8? I don't think so. I think I still always have to play the board. We might surprise him with Cthulhu here and just end the game. It's a 12 damage Cthulhu, so... but yeah, I mean, RegisKillbin, you're right. It's a good idea to let people know on YouTube that I'm streaming, but I've been posting all of the Twitch streams, and at the beginning I'm mentioning that this was recorded on my Twitch stream, so, like, every day almost I have some video mentioning it, not to mention it's in the description of every video now that I have a Twitch stream. So hopefully that's doing the coverage. But there's been a few different actually distinct videos, the contest, and I posted my first ever stream on YouTube, just said like my first Twitch stream to welcome people to the stream. So hopefully that's enough. But I appreciate your thinking for me and thinking about it for me and trying to get people here. That's awesome. What Decksperiment are you doing? This is a control rogue. Hopefully the description of the stream says such a thing. Not sure though. Is this just lethal? I think this is just lethal, right? 12 is 16. He has 16 health on board. Oh, I did this wrong. I did this wrong. Oh, God. Oh, I'm really bad at the game, guys. Well, I had guaranteed lethal. I just screwed it up. I should have... Well, maybe I didn't, actually. Did I have a... Yeah, we could have traded the Blade of Cthulhu and the weapon, and to put it at 1, it would have been guaranteed. Yeah, we screwed it up. Hopefully we still win, but it's possible I lose now, which is really annoying, because it was just a straight-up misplay. I'm getting caught up in streaming and not playing the game. Just gotta focus. Sorry, guys. I'll be better. We're going to count this as a win either way, as far as the deck's quality is concerned. Because obviously, we got it. We just suck. So now I got to figure out a way to kill this guy. After my misplay. Those do not help at all. So we'll take the cheapest one. Sap will do it. Well, we screwed it up, but the deck was actually good enough to just straight up beat Taunt Warrior. Yeah, I should have been punished, Loki. You're absolutely right. Regis, who hurt you? Everybody hurts me constantly. Everybody hurts me constantly. Yeah, I was... Yeah, man, chat is behind. I guess there's more of a delay on the stream than I ever realized. You guys say things I say after I say them. But that means that you would just are catching up, which is totally reasonable. One man spam, says Leviathan 983. Everybody hurts. That's right. That's right. I'm a fragile soul. But not really. Pretty happy person in general. So we're actually... Was that our second game or a third game? No, we lost to the Mage. But that's kind of a matchup thing. I don't feel too bad about that. I'm going to keep these low-cost dudes. But we destroyed that Taunt Warrior. Like, we even misplayed it and still were way ahead in the game, which is fantastic. Cthulhu's pretty cool. And Blade of Cthulhu's amazing against all these big threats. I want to get, like, a Control Paladin here to see how we handle that. Because I think that can make a big difference. Let's just see what we get. Ooh, man. This is actually not very good, because we don't have any elementals, right? This is kind of intriguing, because we don't really know what he's about yet. We don't know if he's probably elemental, Jade type thing. This minion's pretty cool. It's just like a value minion. We have Envenom weapon, so I don't know that Stormforged Axe is all that necessary. Maybe I just go for the minion here. Not sure that's right, but I think it's debatable between those two. Let's see. Does Mr. Regis stream? Who is... Oh, Mrs. Regis. Oh, I gotta learn to read too, guys. No. There is no Mrs. Regis officially. There's a Miss Regis. In other words, I'm not married. But no, she doesn't even play games or anything. She is a nurse for a living. She works as a RN at a children's hospital. So no streaming for her. Wouldn't even be allowed to in her job, but she wouldn't like that anyway. She's much more reserved and shy than Regis. I kind of just want to coin the Illusionist here. We lose the combo as the problem on the Vilespine Slayer, so I guess we'll just play the Earthen Ring anyway. Just seems like there's a chance that this lives. I mean, Jade Lightning would kill it with the weapon, so it's not probably going to stick around that much. Mrs. Regis says JN45. Yeah. He gets it. From 10 to 12 p.m. he puts on a wig, so... that's the official Miss Regis is when I put on the wig, right? That actually would be pretty amazing. I could like heal this and trade to keep it alive at 1 health again. Maybe eviscerate the other one, but that just doesn't feel like that strong of a play. Honestly, I kind of just want to play this down as a minion and just make the trade. This will almost certainly die. He's got 4 damage showing on board, but it's just a threat that he has to deal with. I'm not expecting to get the value out of it. Honestly, as a 3/5 for 4, it's sort of reasonable on its own accord, so I'm just going to throw it out there and see what happens. A strong, independent, bearded woman. She is a non-gamer. You sound completely outraged. Yeah, she doesn't game at all, really. A little bit on the phone, I suppose, from time to time, but certainly not in any sort of real entertainment degree. Like, she does other things, has other hobbies, so no. Honestly, like, I know that's, like, a lot of people, that's the dream, like, find a gamer girl or whatever, or guy if you're a girl, and play games together to the end of your days, but to some extent, I kind of like having that life a little bit separate. In other words, like, I kind of get my own little private time and private space where I play games with my friends, and then her and I still spend tons of quality time together doing other things that we both enjoy together, so it's not a problem for me at all. Certainly I could understand why people would want it the other way too, but I'm very happy in that regard. So this actually got to live. I can just Mimic Pod, eviscerate this, and go face and get a 6-drop. I think I'm going to. Could also Earthen Ring Farseer to develop the board, but I think we're okay there. I think we're going to be able to handle the board. Although AoE is going to be a problem if it goes super wide. But we do have Fan of Knives as a possible draw. Oh, there we go. In fact, we've got a lot of those. Okay. I hope this lives. We'll get... Oh, no, we have Cthulhu. Oh, man. Near miss. It's still pretty cool. She said Cthulhu, which is awesome. She's a nerf dance. She's a nerf. She's a nurse. She certainly is. Oh, my bad. I thought you guys were married. Oh, it's no offense taken, Phoenix. I'm just kidding with you, man. That'll happen very soon, so don't fret. We could Vilespine that, but I really don't have to. I can kind of just fan, trade, and clear the board, but that uses both my fans, which makes me a little nervous. Kind of want a weapon, Envenom weapon. Just kill it and make the trade here. Like, we're going to have to get value out of this at some point, and I don't want to hit, like, the 10-10 version, right? Like, I want to hit something that's sort of not that painful. So I want to save... In other words, I want to save the Vilespine for the 10-10 version and use the Envenom weapon for the smaller version, so I don't have to take 10 damage later, right? And we save the coin, too, which certainly has some value. Plus, Coin Blade of Cthulhu is coming up soon, which is nice. Could just put a big Cthulhu. I mean, it's a hex bait, but it could win the game, right? If we hit something like a 10-10 with it, we'd have an instant 16-16 Cthulhu, which would be insane. Okay. Well, I can do it again. Whatever. So it's gonna come back. We're gonna have a lot of 10-10s to deal with, but somehow, magically, we might actually be the deck to do that. Maybe we just fan here first. Actually, let's see if we can hex. Let's try to draw the hex. No, that's alright. We'll trade one and then Vilespine the other, I think. No, I'll just use my weapon and save my minions, I guess. No reason to. No, we're going to save the Vilespine because there's those big dudes coming. The 10-10s are coming. Not to mention, this kind of deck probably runs other big threats, so let's just go ahead and stick to the plan here. Could keep this alive, but with the Jinyu, but... Well, I guess I might as well. I gotta develop a minion anyway, right? There's nothing else I'm gonna want to do with my turn. Yeah, scheme of things, not so bad. We're getting through these taunts with sort of ruthless efficiency. There is some value to using the Jinyu on my face, too, right? Because we're at 16, but I don't think he has a ton of burst. We do have a little bit of healing anyway with Alexstrasza coming and Earthen Ring in the hand, so... RegisKillbin is the name, and For the Horde is the game. I do, in fact, play Horde, the old new dev in World of Warcraft, so I'm all on board for that. coming in hot with the personal questions. No worries about that. I don't mind talking about my life with you guys. You guys are my friends. We're hanging out. These guys might be an issue soon, too. Like, there's just a lot of stuff we gotta worry about. Is this a fan turn? I really want a fan with, Blood Mage is the problem. But fan does help me clear with the weapon and kill a 3-3 with the SI. So I guess we'll do it. Just throw out one for now. See what we can get out of it. I think this is a fine turn. He's a little low on cards. We still have some big removals and some coins and stuff to activate them as needed with like the Vilespine. So I think we're in an okay spot, actually. How did you two meet? Oh my goodness, now that is a story. So we actually went to junior high together. But we were not like involved at all at that point. Like we didn't even really know each other. But like obviously had some mutual friends and stuff throughout the years. And we actually went to high school together, and we went to the same college too, which was pretty close to our hometown. But never actually... Like, I always thought she was cute and stuff and had a crush on her for a while. Yeah, we're going to definitely Blade of Cthulhu. By the way, it's like the dream. We're living the dream right now. But, yeah, well, we're going to do it, Loki. Don't worry. It's happening, dude. It's a thing. So, anyway, I mean, I always thought she was cute, had a crush on her or whatever, but nothing ever happened. We just both were at different spots and just never lined up on the timing side of things until we were, like... a year or two out of college, I guess. I don't remember exactly, but... and then we just kind of hung out a couple times through some mutual friends and took off from there. Plus, you don't ever have to worry about getting out DPS'd by your girlfriend. Oh, thank God for that. I don't DPS at all, so that's never a concern for me anyway, but that would indeed be very, very sad. So, that's not worth a hard removal. I think we can just maybe... I don't know, backstab, Evis, trade this guy in, try to save it, maybe even heal it a little bit, so. Cthulhu threaten lethal. No, I'm going to save this until it actually gives me lethal because he has Hex and he knows that I run Cthulhu, so I don't want to play Cthulhu early. We might play Alex early. We actually could just backstab trade Alex and put him to 15. I sort of like that play, actually. It might force a Hex. Yeah, let's just do that. We're going to Alex. So now we definitely have Cthulhu pressure here. He's got to do a lot to survive this. Or Hex. Okay, we can kill that. There's the one Hex that we baited. I'd really like to bait the other or only play Cthulhu when lethal exists. But at the end of the day, we're still going to be able to Vilespine. And I might even clear the board here, just Blood Mage Fan. Although we could just save that until it actually matters. For instance, we can heal him ourselves and Vilespine and Weapon Face. And we should be in a fine spot. This guy is like playing the one deck with actually enough removal to handle that many Storm Guardians and stuff. Like, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. He could have another one that would give me a little bit of trouble, maybe. I think we could still perhaps get close to lethal. Doesn't he have one more? How big is that Jade? It's a 4/4. Oh my god. Another giant dude. So, is this the Cthulhu turn? He has 8, 12, 14, 16. I think we could probably get through all this with like Blood Mage, even without Cthulhu, but the advantage is he's top decking right now, so it's very unlikely that he actually draws the Hex. Even if he does, it's the only card, so we'd still be able to advantage on top of it. But we could probably do something with Blood Mage Fan. That takes this to 6, this to 2. Actually, we'd backstab first, take this to 5, then it would go down to 3. This would go down to 2. I still think backstab Cthulhu is the right line, honestly. I don't really know what the right thing to backstab is, but probably this. And I have to do it before I Cthulhu, because otherwise we don't get it. That's actually fairly unlucky, but still. Oh, did I have a attack that could have killed that? Yeah, I guess so, but I don't want to take that much damage, I don't think. Going down to 13 is sort of halfway scary, but I think we just win the game here, unless he... Taunt Totem is not a threat, there's no... Unless that's exactly Hex. Yeah, nice. Let's see. Loki, man, I don't mind you chatting occasionally, but you're going a little overboard on the in-game advice, dude, for the pop-ups and stuff. So try to dial it back a little bit if you can. What does your GF look like? I thought you were going to Twitter it. God. Yes, she wants me to, too. She's cute. It's not like I'm ashamed of her or anything. It's just, I need to. Yeah, you can find her on YouTube if you really try. It's in the old gods era. Are you going to make it to Legendary this season? I'm a free-to-play player, and I've never made it. This season has been my highest rank, but it's hard. I don't think I'll make it. Charlie, no, I definitely won't have time to go to Legend this season. I'm too busy doing budget decks and Decksperiments, although, God, if I keep playing this one, who knows? Maybe maybe I will. Is this the same guy? No, different guy, which is good to know. Because this deck seems like it's working out pretty well so far, to tell you the truth. Kind of crazy. Let me finish season that, though. This season, my highest rank, but it's hard. I don't think I'll make it. Well, keep going, dude. You never know. You can get lucky. You can try hard, and you might just find some success. This is a junk selection, dude. What a terrible set of cards. Honestly, probably Calamos is my pick. Even though I don't have an elemental, like, what good is Jade Spirit going to do? It's a 3-4. This is at least a 7-7 in the late game, and there's like a off chance we actually do get an elemental to synergize with it, in which case it'd be absolutely nuts. So, if Blizzard makes a rogue weapon, then your hero is immune while attacking, and Envenom weapon will be played a lot. Yeah, I still think it's halfway good. Like, it seems like it's been working okay so far. So, but I agree, that'd be pretty cool. I'm gonna try to catch up with chat here a little bit. Mike B. Regis, just wanted to say hi and thanks for your advice and ideas. I've never been past rank 15 before this season, and I'm currently at 9 and climbing. Love the videos and stream. Thanks so much, Mike. Appreciate it, dude. Love the kind words like that. It really helps. I don't like leaving that there, but what choice do I have right now? Sure, I'm actually going to take this. It's fine. I'm going to hit this once for now and then play the Jade Claws. Can hopefully kill it next turn. It's the best way I was going to have to kill it after playing Hallucination, so that's why I took it. This summer, you better run. The 10-10s are coming. It's the beard, I tell ya. What role do you play in WoW, says Bala. I am a Paladin, and my role is tank. I tank for our guild. We just finished Heroic Nighthold a couple weeks ago, killed Gul'dan. So Prop Paladin is your answer. Blood Elf, to be specific. Is there anything fancy I need to do here? Just trade? Maybe just develop the Farseer for a body? This is definitely another control style deck, by the way, since we saw that Farsight, so we got to keep that in mind. Oh, another Blade of Cthulhu would have been amazing in that last game, my god. I feel bad for that guy. 2 Storm Guardians is the dream, and both of them got demolished. That's absolutely right. Our deck just destroyed his dreams and hopes, which I love. That's awesome. We'll just play out some bodies here. I want to get this SI7 agent on the board. There's a chance we're just dead to like Lightning Storm. I mean, our board is dead to Lightning Storm, but I don't really care that much. This cycles to be a card at least, and this applies a little bit of pressure to the board, which is nice. And I can save a weapon charge if I do this, right? Maelstrom Portal is also sort of a problem, and I don't really care that much in the scheme of things. Let's see. I'm way behind. I'm catching up to chat, guys. Forgive me. Have you ever played Exodia Mage? No, I really haven't. Not exactly that. I've certainly played with the Quest some, testing it out in other environments, but not specifically Exodia. It seems kind of boring to me, to tell you the truth. Regis, why do you always stream during major sporting events? First the NCAA championship, then the NBA playoffs, and now the NFL draft. I'm so sorry, Counterfeit Patrick. Not that you and I are one of the few people who actually enjoy both sports and Hearthstone, I fear. So I don't know that it's going to be a problem for most people. But I didn't even know the NFL draft was tonight. I'm not big into the draft, honestly. So I'm actually just going to play Edwin here. It's on curve. It's nice. We can clear the board otherwise. So it's just a 4/4, I realize, but at the end of the day. So we did get Maelstrom Portal, and like I said, really didn't affect the game that much. I think this is going to be another game where Blade is like a clutch card. He doesn't know that we have all this stuff yet, so. Drawing patches sucks, but whatever. It's not a big deal. So, bore. Regis, when are you doing that Murloc Shaman Decksperiment? I'm not sure yet. It's not a terrible idea. I probably said I would think about it previously. Still seems like an okay idea. Sorry about messaging you so much. We'll stop, says Loki. No, Loki, I'm not trying to like reprimand you or whatever. Don't be like offended or anything, and certainly not. It's not a big deal at all. I just. Like, some people don't like constant, chat bubbles popping up and stuff. So it's fine. I don't mind when it happens occasionally. Like, if you want to chime in with something every once in a while that looks cool or is important or remind me of something, that's totally fine. Not an issue at all. But that last game, you were kind of, it was like, 5 or 6 in a row or something, which might be a tad too far. So I don't really like anything here. I mean, Weapon, Edwin, double 1-drops seems fine. Can basically clear the board and develop a sizable Edwin, right? So we'll go ahead and kill the patches here and just play the big Edwin. Might bait Hex, because he's not going to expect me to have, like, a giant Cthulhu, which would be cool. Or Alex Draza. Let's see. Cthulhu or N'Zoth, which do you like better? Normally N'Zoth, but right now Cthulhu, dude, because we're playing this awesome deck. I guess it can vary. Is this just a Naked Calamos turn? Naked Calamos. How dirty. I think it is, honestly. The likelihood of me getting an elemental is very low. He's just used a bunch of damage. Might bait Hex once again, which I'm still hoping happens, right? Let's just do it. I think it's fine. Free 7/7. It's Boulder Fist Ogre, right? Who cares? Not being big into the draft is un-American. How do you expect to fight foreign wars? Well, I did register for that draft. Specifically, I had to, like everybody in the US here. HVG3 likes sports too. Cool. I'm not saying people can't enjoy sports, by the way. It's not as likely. Most of us nerds don't typically like sports too, but I am on that list of the few. We could pop this guy down to 8 health and have an Eviscerate and SI7 Ancient in hand, by the way. But he certainly has heals, I think. He's pretty control-oriented. So this board's actually fairly annoying to deal with. We could open with a fan to see what I get, and then maybe follow up with SI7 Agent on this guy, and or on this guy, and then I don't know. Let's just see what we get. We'll kick it off. Backstab would help. This doesn't do a lot for me yet, I don't think. Always, man. We can still actually get value out of this backstab, now that I think about it. This will come out as a 5/5 that we can backstab, and yeah. I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to take the most possible amount of stats off the board without giving him the free 5/5 right now. We can deal with that in a future turn with Backstab Evis, or maybe Blade of Cthulhu, just something, right? Like, popping this for him just means it gets to attack twice fast. Twice as fast, basically. Oh my goodness. That order of operations is pretty favorable to him. So, Blade of Cthulhu is not terrible. We could backstab trade. It'd be a 4/4 against a 5/5. Could also just backstab Evis this. Play... there's just a lot of guys and we don't have our removal yet. Like, where is Vilespine? Still a tad awkward this game. I think we'll just kill this 6/6. I know there might be better targets in the future, but I'm in risk of just falling too far behind here. If he does make the trade, we can use the weapon to clean it up next turn, right? We can heal a little bit as needed. So, do I want to kill the 2/3 is the question. I think this is better utilized somewhere else, honestly. I think I'm going to save it. Blade of Cthulhu brings back bad memories, says Colossus26. Rogue once comboed Bran and Blade to power up his Cthulhu, and killing mine and dropped a 48 Cthulhu on my face. That sounds like the dream for Cthulhu Rogue. That's awesome, dude. I think I played a deck very similar to that in the past, too. See, this is the problem right now. We just don't have our premium removal, so what am I going to do here? I think we have to kill something. This is a 6 damage combo. This has to die, though. I mean, it's the biggest, grossest one. So we can, like, trade... Elise, Eviscerate, trade into this. It's 8 on a 7. It leaves him with 12 damage on board. We can heal with the Earthen Ring. And then if he still goes face, we can heal next turn with Alexstrasza and hopefully trade. But I think we're just going to lose because I don't think we have enough removal for these Jades. Jades is still, like, the ultimate control deck, guys. Like... I could backstab and trade with my face, but then I'm just dead to damage, so we kind of have to make this less efficient play, I think. So he needs 5 damage in hand to kill us. It's definitely possible. Man, this sucks that Jade is so good, even now. Like, I haven't seen a lot of control shamans running Jade Chieftain specifically. Like, that's nuts. This is like a full-on old-school Jade deck with Volcano tossed in. This is the only new card we've seen. Just Volcano. Let's start here. I don't think this is enough to keep me alive, but I'll be darned if it wasn't a pretty decent play. We'll suicide it. Bless RNG Hex. 8 mana War Golem, that's right. Aya is a woman. Yeah, definitely, that's true. Well, Aya is a Hearthstone card, a digital Hearthstone card based on a fictitious character. So not a woman, but in that context, certainly a female. Don't you hate it when you draw backstab out of your Phantom Eyes every time, man? I think it's actually happened twice on stream already, which is crazy. We've only played a few games. Let's see. Cthulhu PTSD. I think a lot of people have that probably still. Well, gotta go to sleep. Bye, Regis. See you, JJ. I hope I caught you before you dropped off, man. Thanks for stopping by, as usual. Hey, Regis, glad I got to catch another one of your streams, man. Oh, thanks so much, Sir Karsten, dude. Always happy to see your name in chat. Look at that beautiful Trump emote stuff happening. That's fantastic. I leave for a few minutes, and this is what I come back to. I don't know if you mean the Jade or the degrading quality of chat. In either case. Welcome back. I think we got to keep just this. I don't know if this is Pirates or not. Eviscerate might be good against Pirates, but it could also be just a tad too slow, honestly, when we have other options in deck, like Backstab, for instance, that are faster, so... It might be Taunt, though. I don't think a lot of people are playing Pirates, like, right at rank 5. Rank 5 catches a lot of the sort of experimental stuff where people like me are just goofing around, essentially. Oh, it is Pirates. I take it back, boys. We're living in Pirate Town. I don't really know what a good play is here. Maybe just pass. I guess Hallucination, if we're going to pass, is the best play, but... I don't think I want to backstab yet. Hold it. Blood Mage backstab on the female pirate, as you guys like to call things, might be more advantageous. What's he doing? He's got 0 mana and no coin. He's not running a 0 mana card. It's probably the worst draw in the deck. I don't think that's ever going to be relevant in this matchup. Public Defender's kind of chill. It slows him down a little bit. It doesn't actually kill anything, though. But it's like a 2 mana heal for 7, which could definitely help me win the game. So I'll keep it. I don't hate it. Hey Regis, didn't your stream used to start at an earlier time, asks Digital Pit. My stream has never had an official start time, so... it hasn't changed necessarily, but it has changed all the time, essentially, because it's never been official. So to answer your question, it has started earlier in the past. It has also started later in the past, perhaps. Sorry guys, I'm doing some chat maintenance. It's a heal in Pirate Warrior for sure. 2 mana, 7 health, heal. It's exactly how it works. I guess we'll Swashbuckler here. Get our own patches to kind of trade a little bit. Yeah, I don't really want to be using my face a lot, it's the problem. I'm actually going to go ahead and coin out the weapon too. Just because of Bladed Cultist, I don't want him to get any extra value off that. He kind of had a whiff on turn 2, weirdly enough. So he must have some good stuff in hand. But hopefully Blood Mage, Backstab, Weapon, Swashbuckler can all get us through that without too much trouble. I'm expecting to see Frothing Berserker played right now. Which is fine. We can Weapon and then, like I said, Blood Mage, Backstab it. Oh, no, we can't. We have to take the extra damage. Because we have to Backstab first, obviously. So this is going to hurt a little bit, but... it's the only way to kill it, and we need to kill it, so... kind of just have to take the hit here. Guys, I timed out RegisKillbin. I'm sorry, RegisKillbin. I want to let you hang out. I want to let you do your thing. I don't mind a little bit of trolling or a little bit of discussion and all the things that you like to do, but I think you took it a little too far again, dude. Ugh, this is brutal. This hand is just god-awful. Of all the low drops we have in our deck, we only run, like, 4 cards that are 9 or more mana, and we currently have 3 of them. Like, that's really brutal against Pirate Warrior, guys. Really brutal. I think I have to Brass Knuckles this and go down to 8 health, which is just... I actually can't believe it. We could just play the Public Defender and Weapon... maybe cycle the, let's cycle the Thanos first and see what happens. That's not what I want to see, to tell you the truth. I'm going to do this. This is so brutal. Hit the Public Defender? No, it doesn't help. It's too slow. I mean, it's just so crazy that all 4 of these are in my hand right now. Or 3 of the 4 are in my hand right now. That's a good draw for once. I don't know what to do. I gotta play this. I could Envenom Weapon and kill this and go down to 3, but then Mortal Strike is an instant kill. If I do this, I might be able to live at least a little bit longer. But first, I'm gonna kill this, I think, and play the Public Defender. And we hope that this buff hits the Public Defender for sure. Oh, I thought it was, but it was Cthulhu. Oh man, that sucks. Do I have to get this out right now, or can I actually play Mimic Pod? Ugh. I think I have to get this out, both for the trading value and the heal is faster. If I sit on it too much, it's going to be a problem. And I think I have to hold the weapon charge too. I don't know. This is tough. When Regis figures out a stream schedule, I'll be here early. Appreciate it, dude. I know it's annoying not to have a stream schedule, guys. I totally understand. It's just It's still not completely possible for me to do that. When you come to watch the stream, it can't stop watching the salted chat. Oh my god, what happened? At least we can kind of deal with this stuff, but the Fire War Axe is a problem. So I go down to 1 health here, right? And I don't have a taunt, so I think I'm dead, right? Or no, I go to 5 health. Technically, I'd be alive to the Fire War Axe, but not much else. Let's Mimic Pod first, since I have nothing else to play of value. That's probably not going to be helpful enough, honestly. The odds of me surviving this turn are virtually non-existent. Virtually, he needs 1 damage in hand as a Pirate Warrior. This is the problem. I mean, look at this. This could have been 3 good cards that are useful in this matchup. Instead, we got absolute junk. Upgrade, Arcanite Reaper. There's a bajillion cards that kill me here, right? It's really, really sad. Leroy Jenkins and Heroic Strike, definitely. Guys, that was not a legitimate loss as far as I'm concerned. That was like a 1 out of 20 draw. Like a bad side, right? Like that is never going to happen. I think we can beat Pirate Warriors with this deck pretty consistently, honestly. Does anybody know what we're at as far as the record is concerned for our deck right now? Because I feel like the record's probably not actually that good. But so far, I'm really liking the deck. That might sound counterintuitive, but I think the deck has a lot of potential. Is Fan of Knives a keep against Hunter with coin? We can coin SI into Fan. We've got the Swashbuckler to pull out the patches on 1, so I don't want to mulligan too much because we might actually mulligan into patches. That could be really a pain against mid-range Hunters, so I'm going to keep the Fan here. There's a lot of 1 health stuff that Hunter plays, low-cost minions and stuff. 2 wins, 3 losses. That's not too bad. If I lose to Pirate Warrior, I don't consider it a loss. Love your streams, Hunter. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry you gotta go, but appreciate the time you could spend with us. That's not bad. Always removing those beasts against Hunter, I think. Play something with 2 health. Play that Crackling Razor Maw just for the body. Nope. Okay, I might actually... Coin Edwin is actually worth it for sure. I was thinking Coin Mimic Pod or Coin SI just for the body, but Coin Edwin to get that amount of stats on the board is awesome, but guaranteed he'll roll Huffer and kill it. No doubt in my mind. Guaranteed Huffer roll, guys. Wait and see. Guaranteed Huffer roll. Oh, Rat Pack. Oh, that I can deal with. In fact, I can deal with it very easily with just Backstab Fan. Do I want to waste the Backstab or save the Backstab? I think we'll save the Backstab and we'll just use the Edwin to trade. 2 health is not something a Hunter's really likely to deal with unless he runs like exactly Grievous, which would be a weird thing to see. So I think saving this to set up future combos is going to be more valuable. This is a 4 damage combo. This is a 4 damage combo. All good stuff. Perhaps the deck just has an issue in this meta. I don't even think that's it yet. Like, that's always a real concern, of course. I think that's a valuable insight. Just, I think we got a couple bad draws where we've gotten all our 9-drops in the early game, which is super unlikely. Like, this game we have a much more balanced curve, and I mean, look at the difference. We're rolling now. We can just backstab, eviscerate, and then weapon. I think that's fine. Will we keep some stats on the board? Get the weapon loaded up. We lose easy SI7 agent comboing. We lose easy Vilespine comboing. But there's just not that much else I could do with my turn. I guess I could dispatch Kodo trade. Maybe that's just better. We lose a 4-2, but we gain a 2-4. But we save combo potential and resources in hand. So I actually like this better. Just because that backstab's so good at setting up Vilespine and SI. And we have a decent play anyway. It's the same amount of stats, they're just less aggressively minded, which is fine for our deck. Yeah, it actually didn't matter against that, so. We can just backstab trade Elise here, I think, is completely fine. We don't need to use the removal yet. We got some Envenom weapon value in that Shaman game, dude. A ton. We killed 2 5/5s with it. It was super good. But beyond that, I agree. Need to go take a shower to clean off the dirty pirate warrior. See you guys. That's funny, Coverts. Good luck, dude. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know why I said good luck in the shower, as if there's going to be some mechanic in the shower that causes you problems and you need luck to get over it somehow. I don't know what that was about. But anyway, good luck. We'll just mimic Pahad and SI here. And, trade it. I'll trade the Elise and we'll 1-1. I don't even care. Like, that's totally fine. Just to clear the board of beasts, it's always worth it. That's kind of intriguing. Double spell damage with Eviscerate's pretty cool. So this guy's already bleeding out, and we're just maintaining his board beautifully, like managing his board perfectly. That's sort of scary, but probably not enough. Gotta go. Have fun, dude. It's a fun deck. For sure, JM. Thanks for stopping by, man. 0 and 3 police here to take you away. Regis is trying to be positive and believe in his creation. I think it's beyond that. Like, I actually legitimately believe in it right now. I kind of think it's good, guys. I'm just gonna throw all this junk down. We could have Envenomed, I guess, but we'll save it. I don't really want to take damage against Hunter anyway. This is probably a dead card in this matchup. This is more of a control priest or warrior kind of card where you want to get a lot of minions dead. Whoa! That value. This guy is just hero powering so much. How's he ever going to win this game? Do we have lethal at all? 8, 9, 10. And this can be 5. So not quite lethal. Let's Mimic Pod to see what we get. Mistress is... That's fine. I know it's a little risky because we're killing him too, but still. He's not playing much, and I don't think this is going to make the difference between living or dying this next turn. He probably won't be able to kill this, or want to, at the very least. If he does utilize resources, it just puts us ahead again. Every time Regis touches his cards, he gives away information to his opponent. How will he ever deal with 140 IQ opponents, dude? That's actually true, but I'm not that worried about it. Regis, what's the strategy of this deck? The strategy is to kill everything our opponent does and finish them off with Big Cthulhu or Alexstrasza type plays. How do I want to handle this? Could just Blade of Cthulhu it, but that's actually sort of slow. Instead, I think I might just fan Vilespine, trade, keep the 3. Or, wait, do we have any way to get lethal here? Sap is 5, 6, 10. Oh yeah, we just have lethal with Sap. Always check lethal, boys. I have never noticed that scream. Was that Maev or was that... Or no, it's Hunter. Oh, it was Illyria. That's why I never noticed that scream before. That was weird. I don't always play with headphones on since I play on the phone a lot. But that death scream was intense. When I talk to a girl, I'm taking a shower, and then the response is, good luck. That's pretty funny. That's exactly right for me. I'm fairly awkward sometimes. Actually, a good point. Why is this deck not running Ultrasaur? You guys always want Ultrasaur. You want Ultrasaur and Yogg in every deck, no matter what. Always. Every time. We'll keep here. The Mistress is great. Hey, Regis, are you doing Arena later? Says Crips. Crips Donger would like to know if I'm doing Arena. Of course you're interested in Arena as Crips Donger. No, it's a pretty short stream. I only got it about another hour. I'm going to play this deck for a little while more. Maybe queue up something else just for fun after this. But no time for Arena tonight, sadly. I'll be back Saturday to stream at some point. So stay tuned for Saturday. Regis Steelman says, hi, RegisKillbin. This is what I believe to be my last message. I tried to get along, but they triggered me and got a little off the road. I will do what's best for everyone in chat and leave for good. I should never come back, and that's it. Anyways, I will still watch the videos, but will never come back to the stream. I'm sorry for my misbehavior. Well, that was a very interesting message, RegisKillbin. You certainly don't have to leave. You can't go at everybody all the time, even if they trigger you. Sometimes it's just better to take a step back and be the bigger man and just take it, right? And like, it's okay. You don't have to respond necessarily. So that's why I didn't ban you. I timed you out. I'd like to give people opportunities for growth. So you don't have to leave, but if you feel like that's what's best, I can't stop you. I appreciate the sentiment that you would still enjoy my videos. That's really nice of you to say. 3 eviscerates, but not a lot of early game stuff to do here. We did make him kind of waste the Razor Maul, but it's still sort of intimidating. It's just a raptor, right? Yeah, you guys saw the lethal. Good job. 2 more Ragers would take this deck to lethal. Missed lethal. I don't think I missed a lethal, did I? I think I caught the one that we had. My Ev was a pretty cool hunter, yeah. Yeah, I got that a little late. So we definitely got to kill this idiot. 6 damage per turn is not a thing I want to see. I don't love taking 9 damage from it either, but that's how it goes sometimes. We have catch-up mechanics to some extent. This has been a dead draw. This card got us matchup in 1 value, but got us value in 1 matchup, but it's otherwise been pretty bad. I don't like that. This is... Oh, actually, we'll be fine. We could just double eviscerate. I really wanted to play the SI7 agent, but we can't combo both, which is what we need to do, right? We need the eviscerate to hit 4 and the SI to hit 2. So I think I'll just double eviscerate to clear the board. It's not the most efficient play in history, obviously, but it allows me to... If he plays anything big like a high main, we can just sap and catch back up. On 5, that's not going to happen, but hopefully he has a pretty bad 5. It's possible here that he has a bad turn 5. It's actually not a bad Envenom weapon target, to tell you the truth. It has to die. And I can't really do anything with Eviscerate, and Sap is no good against it, so let's do it. It's low damage, so it's like the one thing I don't mind taking a little bit of damage from. And here's the high main that he's going to play, and we can just Sap and finally regain the board and heal a little bit. A low-cost minion would be a great thing to draw right now. Something to play along Sap and Earthen Ring. Be fantastic. Finally tuning in on Twitch, 4 a.m. in Europe, says Floppy Juiced. Well, dude, thanks for staying up so late. That's crazy. Happy to have you here. That's a pretty good draw. Let's start here, because Sap, Earthen Ring is only 5, so we have some spare mana. Oh. This doesn't do anything. This actually might do something. And not that he has secrets, but if he does run stealth or gets like a stealth adapt, plus it's card cycle, the other things are kind of useless given my hand, so I think I'm going to take the Flare here. The reason I'm playing the Earthen Ring instead of the SI is because this might give me value with the Battlecry later. The Earthen Ring Farseer's value is always going to be the same. So, might as well get out now since they have the same stats, right? We don't have actually a great way to deal with the high main coming back, as he just demonstrates here. We can take 6 and kill it, but that doesn't feel very good. I mean, obviously we can piece together some damage to kill it too. This actually helps a lot. Wow. Okay. Wow. This might look a little weird with the Envenom weapon loaded up, but I think it has to happen. Beasts on the board are really scary. Makes Kill Command good, it makes Houndmaster good, so yeah, we Envenom weaponed a 1/1 Macaw. But it has to die, and we had a pretty good turn, regardless. Blade of Cthulhu's looking good. Alex Strauss is going to be a heal that's relevant, I think, so... Although we're low on cards, they're pretty high impact at this point, and we do have the board advantage, and 2 card draw cycles in hand, too. I mean, Thanos is 1 and Flare is the other, so not in hand, but essentially playable. That's a cool little combo. He can do a lot with this. He's not going face, which I think is the right decision. Good on him. But we can still just Cthulhu the Tundra Rhino. It's not probably the best target in history, but it's fine. It's not going to buff our Cthulhu, but this is a high-value thing that has to die, so we still need to kill it. Is he going to trade or go face? I'd go face if I was him. I actually like that he did that. That actually makes my life easier. In fact, I might just Vilespine this instead now. Swashbuckler is a good thing to see too. Could get a Taunt. Tracking is actually fine too. Could I track into a Cthulhu? What could I track into? I'm gonna save that. Let's track. Let's see what we get. I guess the sap actually. He's played both of the draw guys or the charge guys. Let's play this down instead of developing a weapon because we might want to Alex or Blade and not be able to do it in the future. I know I said it would be good for removing stealth, but I'm going to value the card draw more than the stealth right now. And we got a 1-drop, which we could play alongside these, which is pretty cool, actually. So, oh my god. Regis, you're actually officially banned now, man. I know you can create new accounts and stuff, but come on, dude. We tried. I wanted to make it work. Had faith in you. Sorry guys. Forgive me for being patient and trusting, guys. It didn't work out, I know, but alright, this doesn't do enough. Yeah, I think I'll just Blade the Hyena. We could sap it, but it's not something I want to deal with. We can deal with it now, so. Blade the Hyena and trade the Vilespine in here. It's not the best trade, but still gives me the board. I can Swashbuckler first, see if it changes my design any, but probably not. Oh, that's actually pretty cool with our 1-drops if we get that far. So we could still be close to dead is the problem. I hope he actually does burn my face a little bit to give me an Alexstrasza play that's good. Like, I'd love to see him put me at, like, 2 for a turn 2 lethal, you know, or 2-turn lethal. And then I just wipe that out with Alexstrasza. That'd be great news. Cthulhu might be good, too, though, if we feel safe in our health total. Which I don't know that I actually do. Oh, my God. There's that flare value, bro. Yeah, so this is still an Alexstrasza. Oh, definitely an Alexstrasza turn. Oh my god, he did exactly what I described. My god. He's going to get to kill the Alexstrasza pretty efficiently, but it doesn't matter. We have Cthulhu coming, like... We can... don't get me wrong, we actually can still lose a little bit, but... Shiba Cat, I don't like taking the challenges on stream, but I'm happy to do it any other time. I'm sorry, dude. Anytime I'm on a stream, if you do the 80 gold thing, I'm happy to take it for you and anybody else. I think this is still a Cthulhu. We're very likely to just be able to clean up whatever's left. There's really no reason to hold it here. In fact, we're guaranteed to be able to clean up whatever's left. Can you see the future? I wish, dude. I would be a god on the stock market, that's for sure. I wouldn't be streaming, I'd be day trading. Sorry, guys. That Infest has potential. Yep, agree completely. Let's see. Oh my gosh, let's see. A lot of chat to catch up with. Sorry, guys. Top 10 saddest anime deaths. Early in the Mean Streets of Gadgets and release, you blessed one of my packs and it worked, says Digital Pit. But you played a cruel game on me, Regis. The all lucky I got patches. I opened a legendary at the cost of my dignity. Nothing wrong with playing patches, man. Nothing wrong with playing patches. Patches is a good card. When did RegisKillbin do this WWE-style heel turn? When I was here on day 1, he seemed perfectly nice. I don't know, Mike B. Sad, man. It's good to have villains sometimes, but... You know, no reason here. We're all pretty happy and go lucky. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what he was saying, honestly. I just saw some slurs and some foul language, so it seemed he had not taken my offer at Redemption seriously, and I figured it was time to bring down the axe more permanently. So, kind of sad to see him go. I like a little. Well, let me pull back on that statement a tad. I'm not sad to see that state of him go, but the previous state of RegisKillbin, where it was just some good, challenging, lighthearted fun. I kind of like to see that. Like, it's good to have a little drama, but he took it a tad too far. Is RegisKillbin the same dude? I don't know. I guess we'll see if RegisKillbin can contain himself or not and go from there. Yeah, this is a must-kill because of Mark of Yasharaj, and thankfully we can even play the 1-drop alongside it. This is why, this deck is why I put all this junk in here, all these low-cost cards.
Aha!
Exactly why. Let's see, I gotta shout out some follows. I've missed a couple follows. Although Murray and Malchris both followed me, but you guys are old school, so those must just be refollows. But the old new dev and Regis Blackbean, who I suspect might be our newest troll, has just followed. I don't know if this hallucination's worth giving up the hero power or not. I actually suspect it isn't. Because I don't want to have to like coin out the hero power. The coin is so good with the Eviscerate, I think I have to just hero power trade here. The hero power can actually kill a lot. Like the Egg Napper. It can do work, so I want to get it loaded up. This deck he's playing is not so much about burst damage as it is damage from minions on board. I mean, they can do burst with like Savage Roar, but if you keep the minions off the board, then you don't even really have to worry about Savage Roar, for instance. So let's just Mimic Pod. Wish we had a more active play, but we don't. 2 Edwins is intriguing. Those might be helpful to make trades. Regis too kind, Ben. That's probably true. The real villain here is Regis promoting Pirate Warrior players. That's hilarious, dude. That's probably true too. I think the 3/5 with Taunt here could be pretty good. So let's go ahead and grab that. Wild Growth's a little too late, I think. But a 4/4 Edwin should trade pretty reasonably. We could have coined to get greedier with it, but I want to save the coin for the Vilespine or just, you know, a more tempo-oriented play later. Hey, Regis, I have to go. Love the stream. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks so much, Forrest. Happy to have you, man. Sorry if I missed your goodbye there. Blah. I hate this. I hate this card. Living Mana is actually a really good card, and I thought it was going to suck. So I'm a little salty, honestly. Because, you know, Vilespine Slayers don't feel very good on a 2/2. The fact that he got so many stats out, a 10/10 out for 5 mana is kind of ridiculous. It's not even really that punishing with the Death Rattles unless you have exactly a Silence. Nice starting hand here for change. No 9 mana cards. Completely agree. Unfortunately, we have drawn a couple since then. A couple dead draws. I mean, it's likely to get a couple, so that's fine. Regis Blackbean says, hey guys, I'm so sad, I have no idea what's going on. Welcome to my life. Aaron3000 says, have you given any thought to Razor Petals plus Malagos? Pretty sick and wild with Thaurissan, but would be interested to see a standard version. Yeah, I thought about it actually before as a potential Decksperiment, but I just don't know how to make it work without Thaurissan, because, you know, like, Prep Petal doesn't feel like a very good play most of the time. It's, so I don't know, the mana costs and the damage output just don't seem to line up to me. Let's kick off with the Burglar, see how we do. Well, we got the worst Druid card, guys. That's really good. I might need to save the Vilespine for Bittertide Hydra. So I'm actually thinking about just eviscerating this and playing a fairly big Edwin, right? It's not my favorite eviscerate target ever, but it does put me considerably ahead on the board. And we still have this as an outlet for really scary stuff that happens, which I think is important. Hey, Regis, are you a freak in the sheets? You guys are going to have to guess that one. Regis loves small Edwins. I'm free to play, by the way. Oh my word, what just happened? Why? Oh, he Mark of Yasharaj. I was like, why did that gain so many stats again? What's up? Let's just open here. You know, Moonfire is actually not bad here. Just to kill the 3 damage and allow me to kill one of those. We can Vilespine this 5/6. I know it's not a Bittertide Hydra, which could give me problems, but Cthulhu is pretty good against Bittertide Hydra anyway. The only problem I'm going to have right now is the Edmund, if I trade, goes down to 1 health, and this leaves behind some 1/1s. So I might actually just Evolving Spores here, guys. What if I adapt this into Divine Shield or something, right? Like, that could be really good. I lose the Vilespine, but I can still make the trade. Well, this is not ideal, but it does give me 6 extra damage. I don't know. That didn't work out great, but we really wanted, like, Divine Shield or +3 health here. So it didn't accomplish much of anything, actually, but we still saved this resource, and the board is not exactly in a bad spot, right? So, I don't know. I don't like changing my line at the last minute, but it's just going face. Whoa! Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's a weird play if you don't have something else there. I don't know if I like that, as is. It's a really, really good draw here. We'll just play the Vilespine here. So I can Moonfire, SI, Vilespine, one of the 2/2s. Save my weapon charge and health a little bit. We'll have Alexstrasza next turn. Is there a better way to do it? Coin doesn't actually accomplish anything because I just want to spend 8 mana, so the Moonfire is fine. Doesn't actually matter, by the way, what order I do this in or anything, I don't think. The Moonfire is completely unnecessary. We could have made the same play without the Moonfire. We just needed the combo activator on both of these. So it served as sort of a free combo, right? So we could be sort of close to dead soon. Like, double Savage Roar does, what, 8, 10, plus Hero Power is 11. If he had double Savage Roar Swipe, but he doesn't have the mana for that, so that's not going to do it. Do we just 6 mana Cthulhu here? No, Alex has got to be better. Alex just develops the board. It's not much of a heal at this point, but it just develops the board so significantly against Druid, who's already used 2 swipes and is all about small cards, that I think we're fine. We can sap anything big that comes out now, too, so. Alright, this is going to get tiresome. TN45, are you still here? Did you head out? He headed out, okay. I guess we're going to have to delete our, what's the word? Ban every new RegisKillbin variant that arrives in the chat. I see why mods are a necessity now. So, he's gone too, don't worry. He's gone too. Should have Moonfired one of the 2... actually, yeah, you're probably right. I could have weaponed and cleared, actually, shouldn't I? Yeah, I see what you guys are saying with the Moonfire, the 2/2 that I didn't kill, Vilespine, the 4/3, and SI'd the other 2/2, so I could have weaponed it off. Yeah, you're right. That's actually better. We're so safe here that let's just do this. That might actually live to this Cthulhu. It's possible. We'll weapon it down. It's fine. Just put us in a position to win the game next turn. You guys are absolutely right. Maybe get more mods. Yeah, I think so. Oh, TN45 says, what? I'm here. I was just going to say TN45 to ban what's his dude if he shows up and starts trolling again. Regis Blackbean, you're sending me messages. You did say stuff. You're calling out other people in chat, which is not cool, dude. It's fine to call out me, frankly. I don't care if you guys insult me or make fun of me. That's totally reasonable, but not other people. So we have 17 damage, right? 14, 15, 17. Yeah, we just have lethal here. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, the new rule might just have to be no variants of Regis in chat. Although I don't really care about that either. Guys, we're winning games. We're higher than we started, and we lost one game that was like a bum game because I disconnected. Like, this deck is actually good, guys. I think it's good. We're beating aggro decks. We're beating control decks. Like, what more do you want? I kind of like what we're doing here. Regis, dude. Regis number 2, we'll call you. Troll Regis, we'll call you. Or Evil Regis. The Darkest Timeline Regis. There's a lot of variations here. Regis Light. It's, I gave you a chance, man. Gave you a chance. I was super nice and chill about it. I even gave you a pretty long leash at that. But you keep stretching it, and that's the problem. Is this the same guy? No. But we're still going to play... this is an insane early game hand, honestly, for token. Hopefully it's not Jade. Jade could give us some problems. We still might actually be able to rush Jade down, but... How do I know RegisKillbin is not RegisSteelbin? Ooh. Ooh. Getting meta. I like it. Yeah, we can weapon this guy. It's fine. I'll leave a little bit on the board, but nothing too significant. Still a great hand against token, too. Man, I love it. He's going to be able to trade or hero power. Either way. Oh, he could have got value off that in our matchup. It's a little sad that he didn't, in fact. Actually, I think I'm gonna save the SI. Oh no, I don't know. I guess I'll save the weapon charge. I kind of have to do this now if I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Oh my goodness, excuse me. But that was really loud on the mic, so sorry if I busted some eardrums there. I kind of want to like backstab weapon and re-weapon and save the SI to combo with the hallucinate next turn. But I don't know. I really like being able to develop the 3/3, especially when I have hallucinate and eviscerate next turn. So I guess I'm just going to go for board here. We save the weapon charge this way at the very least. We have a lot of damage out and a good curve. We can play this on 4 and this on 5. Is this the same guy from the last match? No, it's not. And thank you for the blessings, guys. Guys, we're winning games. You seem so surprised. Well, you guys have been a part of some of my Decksperiments in the past. So you probably know that I don't always win games. So you think we could hit really big on this Mimic Pod? Backstab? A Pirate would be really big. In other words, do I have to eviscerate this guy? I don't really want to, you know? I guess I still need to. Let's hallucinate first. I think the Dark Arakoa, since we have Cthulhu, is insane. That's insane. Not only the taunt, like I just want the big taunt primarily, but he's gonna see that I got that, and then it buffs my Cthulhu, and he's gonna freak out. Like, wait a minute. If I get this wrong, is the visualization always there, even if you don't have Cthulhu? That kind of stuff. Which is super funny. So this is, again, not ideal, but he is short 1 at least, so. Let's see. Vilespine Slayer is such a cool card, great art and effect. I completely agree. It's awesome. I like watching people get salty. Who's getting super salty now? Aren't we past the annoying chat, guys? Fill me in. I need to know where we're at on the perception of chat at this point. The stream went silent for me. Jokes, I'm saying it was loud. Oh, I gotcha. Everybody's saying that mic's muted. I'll buy it. I can see when it's muted or not muted, guys. I can see. Oh, hey, another person brought here from YouTube. Well, welcome. Always happy to have the YouTube transitions, guys. Rip, can't craft Vilespine. I got that 69 dust. Oh, how'd you get to 69 dust? That seems like an arbitrary number. What did he get here? Oh, just stealth. It only adapts once, yeah. It's not that great. Yeah, so we've stabilized here pretty successfully at 26 health. There's always shenanigans that happen, but... Regis Blackbean, I see your messages, man. I have answered you. I was super chill, super nice. I'm past it, dude. Sorry, dude. Okay, he's developing a lot, but does he actually get through this? That cannot feel very good. Can't feel good. I'm going to Fan of Knives it too, probably. Hopefully I get a 1-drop to play here. Pirate would be great. Oh my god, so many Fan of Knives. Jeez Louise. Oh, that's a good card to draw. At least something to do with my spare mana. Oh, sick. Guys, how many games are we winning right now? Is this deck actually just really good? Or am I crazy? Guys, what am I at? Somebody do the math. Don't count the game. Don't count the game that I disconnected as a loss, of course, but... Regis Black Bean, guys, he's sending me personal messages. He says, I'm going to expose your fake giveaways and shitty content. He included some F words in there that I did not include. You're happy to investigate my giveaways all you like. There's multiple people probably even watching that have actually gotten codes. Or, in fact, I had to send one of the winners last time money via PayPal because he was not able to accept a US-based gift card code. So, not only in fact are they real, but I have to go above and beyond to meet the needs of my folks. But Regis Blackbean, dude, I was happy to chat and be friends and give you a leash, and you abused it. Chat is cured. Nice. Twitch chat, you're ruining Regis's bright and happy attitude. No, that's not the case. I'm perpetually happy all the time. Even my girlfriend says I'm too happy sometimes. Twitch chat can't do it. Twitch chat can't bring me down. I could turn off Twitch chat if I really wanted to, guys. That's how great it is. Hello, I've been watching for a while now and want to say you are great. Oh, thanks, Joe Legends, dude. Appreciate it. That's awesome. Always love the kind words and the cute little emotes there. I don't know all these Twitch emotes, but those are pretty darn cute. I think you broke the meta. God, I hope. That'd be amazing. You probably just lost to the Pirate Warrior, and that's it. So no real losses. Didn't we lose to I feel like I lost to something else. Regis Winman, I've seen 3 wins. Now, we've won more than 3. We beat Tokens twice. We beat the Hunter once. We beat the... Oh, you've seen 3. Oh, so you maybe missed them. We beat the Shaman. We were going to beat a Warrior, or did we actually beat a Warrior? Yeah, we beat the Warrior because I messed up. That's at least 5 wins. And I can only remember 1 or 2 losses. Anyway, I'll tally it up afterwards. But, in fact, Deck Tracker might actually... Let me check my Deck Tracker. That's what it's for. It probably has the stats right here. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. You guys can't see this, but I'm checking it out right now. We have won 6 and lost 3, but one of those was fake, so we've actually only lost 2. So we're 6-2 right now. That's actually really good, guys. That's a good start. Weapon here is fine. This is gonna suck unless we hit like Cthulhu or something. Regis, Steelman, who's still sending me messages. I'll chat with you after the stream. I'm gonna close up in about 30 minutes here. I'll send you some thoughts and some notes, man. Dude, Regis, just ignore anything from him. The more you read his comments, the more you're encouraging him. So just keep banning them without saying anything. Yeah, that's usually a pretty good strategy for people who are trying to get attention. I completely agree. But I'm just too perpetually nice. I can't help it. I want to try to make friends. We'll just see. That may come to that. We'll see. You'd be ranked 4 without the DC. Feels bad, man. Yeah, no worries, though. I'm going to lose all these ranks anyway soon, guys. Don't stress about that. I promise. It's coming. Do I absolutely have to kill that yet, or can I just kind of hang out? Can I just kind of hang out? I think I can just kind of hang out. It's a control paladin, obviously. I mean, he played a Aldor Peacekeeper into my Swashbuckler. He might regret that when he learns that I've got, like, Cthulhu in my deck. Oh, man, that's sick. That's actually overpowered, guys. Getting an extra Vilespine Slayer against a control deck is just stupid. It's so good. Regis, you were awesome. Glad I caught your stream. Oh, thanks so much, man. Take this deck to Legend. You're 6-2. Malchus got it right. Good job, dude. New top 1 tier deck. That would be sick, guys. I've never made a deck that was, like, legitimately high tier. What do you think this is going to be? If this is If that is stupid Noble Sack, I could be in trouble, right? So let's test for Noble Sack first. It's not Noble Sack. What is this? Getaway Kodo? Redemption. Well, I don't love it, but it's not a Tyrion, right? Like, okay. I don't know. I could play around that, probably. So he's full Murloc. He just took for... Not full. He's like a mid-range Murloc. Is what we're facing right now. This is always a scary card. He snap-picked it, too, which means... Probably, Probably got a Tyrion, which makes me sad. He's got a lot of damage out already. I'm actually getting nervous now. Because we don't have any combos. Just going to play the best thing I can. My hand is sort of awkward. That 3-1, actually, that redemption was actually better than I thought, to tell you the truth. Panisu says, notice me, Regis Senpai. I noticed you, dude. Happy to have you here. Regis Volcano, it's... Oh, God, guys, I forgot already. I don't know how to do it anymore. I already forgot. I'm so sorry. I'm really bad, I know, but I don't remember how to do it. I think I have to kill this no matter what. Even sapping it's not good. So, for instance, I can't sap a Stonehill Defender. That is insane. It gives him an... Although, honestly, who cares? I've got answers to Tyrions. That's not my problem. My problem is dealing with the board. I'm going to sap this. I don't really care. Half the time, this just gives you Fin Creeper anyway. Like, it's unlikely he'll get that many Tyrions. Plus, I have 3 removals for Tyrion. I really just need to stay alive right now and take as much damage off the board as humanly possible. Which I know sapping that doesn't seem like it, but I don't want to sap this because he can just replay it and buff the Murloc on board again, right? So it doesn't help any. So we'll just play a sort of halfway decently big dude. I can sap Vilespine this turn if I need to. I got saps for Tyrion too. I have 4 Tyrion answers at the moment. Haldor, okay. It's back, but we saved a lot of health that turn, which I think is important. Okay. Eviscerate's a good draw, I think, right? God, I can't Vilespine and Eviscerate, though. Gosh, darn it. I could just 2 damage Eviscerate, trade everything into the Stonehill to kill it, and then Vilespine the 4/4. It leaves me with 4 health, though, and I'm probably just dead to True Silver Champion. He has 3 gifted cards, which means this is a spell and 2 taunts, so these 2 cards could be True Silver. If they run True Silver? I don't even know. Could also just, like, sap, Eviscerate, and leave 2 damage on board, but then I don't have anything else to play other than the weapon, which just sucks. Plus, I don't have any combo setups for next turn. I could double this to 2, and that's awful. This whole turn is just bad, guys. It's really bad. So we're just dead to True Silver here, but I think I gotta try. That redemption that I said sucked was actually the turning point of the game. He got so much extra damage in from that, I just didn't have an efficient answer. This is another game where my hand's a little stuffy with all these low-cost cards sitting in the deck. That is actually not a problem. That might pull me back into the game. That's so slow. I don't think I want to remove it yet. I think I want to sap it, because the 5 damage weapon is something I can't currently handle. The question is do I want to eviscerate or anything? I don't think I do. Unfortunately, I just have nothing else to do. But I'm going to die to that weapon. I can Alex Draws at my face next turn. I'm actually gonna... No, that's just wrong. That can't be the right play.
Here we go.
I'm dead to Consecration right now is the problem. This is actually going to be a misplay because now I should have eviscerated the 3/3 instead of the 1/3, but I changed my line along the way because I realized Consecration is an out. I don't even know if he runs Consecration, but Ivory Knight is a card he bought, so we're likely to just see the Tyrion again, which I don't have an answer for because I can't just remove it without a heal because I'm then just... Oh my god! Did I make the right read? No, double Consecration. Well, I did make the right read, but didn't matter, I guess. Let's see. The Beard of Kindness. I like that. I like that. Redemption. Bye, Regis. I'm going to sleep. Good luck with no mods. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I'm not going to be on here too much longer myself, Tan 45. It's actually getting late in my neck of the woods soon, too. But appreciate it as always, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Dillipus says, damn, I should have checked earlier to see if you were streaming. Yeah, Dillipus, did I get a nice comment from you in Hearthstone, or was it on YouTube somewhere? But anyway, thanks for that, dude, and happy to have you here, even if you're late. Of course, you can catch up on this later on the VODs, or maybe even on YouTube, so thanks much. Oh, I missed the volcano instructions. I'm so sorry, guys. Regis, is that deck tracker you're using? It's called Hearthstone Deck Tracker. It's the most sophisticated naming algorithm ever for a product. It's as obvious as can be. But yeah, if that's what you mean by deck tracker, Etch S92, Hearthstone Deck Tracker specifically, then that is in fact what I'm using. I don't know if that's the short normal name for it or not. Shadowcaster's pretty darn intriguing in our deck, but I'm a little nervous about my hand. It's not... Well, it could be Quest. We don't know yet. I guess in either instance, we actually have some low-cost cards. I'm okay. When Regis is happy, because he is winning and he starts losing. Yeah. I'm always trying to stay kind of happy, though, at the very least. Alex is a top-tier waifu. Definitely, dude. I love all the dragons in Warcraft lore. Ysera's probably my favorite, though. Regis, this deck is super cool. You should spotlight yourself in a vid. Well, that's kind of what Decksperiments are, but I have done deck guides on Decksperiments that I thought were particularly successful. Kind of double down. So, yeah, it might be one of those things where after the stream I play this some more and see how it works, and if it continues to find success, then certainly it could get more coverage than just the Decksperiment itself, especially if I find, some better options and make the deck even better. Although, honestly, it feels pretty tight right now, which is surprising given just how ugly the curve was. I think it's doing better than I ever expected. Ysera, Bible Thump. Hey now, this is a spoiler-free zone. Gayarino, Cripperino. That itself might be a spoiler. Oh, great. We get to do this, guys. This is a lot of fun. Play it again. Why isn't he playing it? Play it again. I don't have a way to deal with it. I wanted to convince him I didn't have a way to deal with it, but he wouldn't play it again. A lot of heal, but it's just not going to be that relevant in this game. I'd really like to kill the Swashbuckler because that seems to be what he's going to go off on. But this guy threatens my minion, which is bad, and actually threatens to freeze me again too, which is bad. He could still go off on the frozen guy if he wanted to. He's not any farther ahead necessarily, just one shadow step ahead. But if Ysera's your favorite dragon, what was your reaction watching the cutscene in Val'Sharah? What did I say? Spoiler-free zone, guys. But I think that's been out long enough. We're free on the spoiler stuff. It's very sad. Although, amazing cutscenes in the Legion questing experience, of which Val'Sharah's was the definite, #1. Some great cutscenes happening there. I also enjoyed Sylvanas and Greymane in Stormheim, but the Ysera stuff was incredible. Absolutely amazing. Maximus2187 says, wow, finally able to catch a live stream. Since I work third shift, I've had to watch your YouTube vid. I was just watching your 5 ways to fix Lucari Sacrifice, and I've built a bunch of your budget decks for fun. Well, thank you so much, Maximus. Appreciate all those kind words, man. Happy to have you here, too. Regis, do you have a favorite NFL team? I'll let you know who they picked before I head out for the night. Dude, I really don't follow football much at all. It's my least followed. Well, actually, I don't follow baseball much either. It's really just basketball as far as American sports are concerned for me. When I was a kid, I liked the 49ers. But more recently, for a specific reason, I guess I would have been a Rams fan. But they moved. So I'm no longer a Rams fan. So I don't really have a team. I'm kind of in between teams, I guess, right now. None of these plays feel very good. We're going to be able to heal for a while, at the very least. I don't have combos for Vilespine, though. Why does every chat I go to have spoilers? That's how the internet works, I'm afraid. I actually don't. I'm a person who doesn't really mind spoilers. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, well, I'm going to see what happens eventually. I don't know. I guess I don't buy into, like, the importance of the dramatic reveal. I care more about the actual story itself, so... Or, you know, the actual outcome itself, not the method of delivery of the outcome, if that makes sense. So, whether somebody tells me on the internet or I see it happen in the show, it's more about what actually happened that's cool to me. Alright. So we gotta worry about this junk already. I don't know if we're gonna have the tools for this. Our hand is flat, and I suppose that actually does help a little. It's not gonna be good later, so I might as well use it now. Envenom weapon could be good, but we're just going to take so much. Look how many cards he has in hand. It's insane. Hopefully very few of those are actual minions. All these gifted cards, I mean, it's Razor Petals, and one was the quest. So you may not have that many minions actually available, which is promising. No combo for me, though. It's just nuts. I can't even Hero Power and Envenom Weapon and Mimic Pod. This is like the worst. I need 8 mana desperately. So I'm doing this crappy turn instead. Sap is actually maybe okay. Depends on the minion we sap, but... Dude, rip the Rams. Yep. This quest is just too easy to complete, says Glenn Leo. Definitely. I never thought that would be the case, but obviously it's turned out that way. It's kind of insane how easy it is now. So I'll just sap this and Vilespine this. Killing this gives him extra minions. Sapping it doesn't. It takes him another turn to get the minions. So the Shaku is a real problem, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. I can start to kill 1 minion per turn, sometimes maybe 2 minions per turn, but I just don't know that it's enough. I actually need 10 mana to do a weapon, an Envenom weapon, and a Vilespine. I'm just going to take so much damage along the way. I don't know if I can recover this. Shadowcaster is 1 out, though. Oh my god, really? Did they normally... What was this from? Did he get this from Swashbuckler? Where does this come from? Swashbuckler. Wow! I don't know if I can beat that. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. I can sap this one again, Vilespine this, and develop the weapon. I know this is kind of a high value target, but it's got 2 health, so I might be able to kill it some other way. It's debatable whether I should kill this or not, actually. I don't know. I think this is still the right sap target no matter what. This is so debatable. I guess I have to go this. This one trades at least. I mean, it's not likely to, but like I said, there are ways. Like I can Fan of Knives trade to kill that. The other one's not likely to die very soon. So even though this gives him an extra card, I know this is a very high value target to kill. I still think I have a better chance of getting out of this game if I leave this alive instead of the 5 health guy. Just because there are alternate routes to killing this. I actually want him to leave my Vilespine alive. Please, let me Shadowcaster it. That gets me back into the game, maybe. Like, he needs to go face eventually, right? Nope. So, like, for instance, Blood Mage Thalanos would be a clutch draw here. What? Vanish would be amazing. That actually does help, technically. Yeah, that helps. But can I live at all? I don't think I can even live. No, I'm just dead. I can't live. Maybe if this draws me... Always! It always happens! Every time. Killing that doesn't help. I have no way to resolve the board here. This just puts me to 10. He's got 11 on board, so... Bottom right, guys. Bottom right. Maximus, no, is the answer to your question you sent me the message to. Don't do that. Regis, you should make a meme deck spotlighting including cards like Tinkmaster, Marinagenfogger, and Yagg. Well, I practically did that with my Explore Unguro deck, which you can find on YouTube. It was pretty nuts and very, very similar, so check that out if you're curious. Oh, Hunter Games just filled you in as well. Glenn Leo says, I wish I had a keyword Shroud and Hexproof in Magic. Yeah, man, that would be nice if some of the more awkward labels in the game, like can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, would finally just get keywords. I'd like that. So we lost again. We're back on the downside, guys. I'm gonna try one more game, I think, with the Control Rogue here. See how it goes. But I gotta run out soon. Gotta head out shortly. I'm sorry. I know I wish I could stream all night, but unfortunately for me, got some limits here. But I'm always on YouTube every day. You can always watch Regis if you want. You can tweet me if you're looking to talk. So there's always ways to find me. Shaman. Okay. Can work with that. These one drops are good. Mimic Pod's fine, but we can get greedy for other stuff since we have some low curve cards. I'll open here just to get patches out, make it less likely we draw him accidentally. Maelstrom Portal's always the expected answer. No, they didn't have it. Once in a blue moon. Wow, lucky me. I think weapon is fine. I'm actually going to hold the charge too. Couple 9-drops in hand. I don't love it, but maybe this is a control guy. He got off to a fairly slow start here. Looks like just elemental. Also fine. Yeah, this is worth a coin, I think. Because we can actually play a 1-drop alongside it. It's debatable. Could have traded in both minions to play around Lightning Storm a little bit, but I don't really care that much. It's just because I don't have that much value on the board, so this might end up being worth it in the long run more. You Central Standard Time, Regis. Yes. I definitely am. Hey, I'm back, says Coverts. Well, welcome back, my man. What should I do here, guys? I don't really know. I guess Earthen Ring is fine. I might actually just go ahead and trade this way and heal the minion back up. Saves a weapon charge. It plays around Maelstrom Portal a little bit if I save the weapon charge. In the end of the day, it's not that much value, but the weapon charge could be relevant. And the 2 damage to face that we would, or, you know, 2 damage to face we would have got from Mistress is probably not relevant, so at the end of the day, I think it's worth more. That's a pretty awkward hand. Sap is not going to be worth it. There's other stuff probably that's better to sap. I guess just trade the Hot Spring Guardian weapon. It's sort of bad, but Hot Spring Guardian's particularly bad. I don't have to kill it, but, you know, Lightning Storm's a card, so I want to get these low health guys off the board eventually anyway, I think. Not that upset to kill it. I definitely don't want to play Edwin without playing a card first. So the Hot Spring Guardian it is. We wasted a couple heals already, but no big deal. Regis Blackbean told me he loves you. It says HVG3. Well, I'm glad he's messaging you guys personally, too. At least he's saying kind things. That's always worth something. Goblin-only deck versus gnome-only deck. I'm not sure there's enough goblins and or gnomes to actually accomplish that. Might be possible. Oh, our hand is just awkward, guys. It's so awkward. Thalnos Edwin's a play? It's not a good one. It's a 4/4 Edwin. Doesn't really accomplish anything. I might actually just Thalnos. Like, look at this. We're 10 cards in, and once again we have our 3 high-cost cards in our opening hand. Where are the games where we draw these, like, card 20? That's never happened. Got the hiccups, excuse me. That's never happened. That's not a sap target. This hand is just a little funky. I don't even think I'm going to play Edwin, guys. I think I'm going to hold him. Just go face and re-weapon. Just playing this for card cycle, basically. Obviously, it's not getting any value as a 1/1 or spell damage. But, I did some modification to your Paladin Kazakus deck, and it's gotten me to rank 13. And then I got beat down back to 16. I don't remember a Paladin Kazakus deck, if I'm telling you the total truth here, Maximus. Do you mean Paladin Quest deck? Kaza Quest. What? Was there something in that deck called Kaza? Kaleido Quest? I'm not sure what you mean exactly, man. No worries, though. You'll fill me in, I'm sure. Hey, Regis, sorry I missed most of the stream, says Merc Gamer. Oh, no worries, dude. Happy to have you here now. About to close shop, though, I gotta tell you. This is my last game, I think, so you might have to catch up on the VOD here. These are great plays. Man, all of these cards are terrible. I could evolve, I guess, but I really just want to cycle this for card draw, so I don't think evolve's good. Man, guys, my hands are awkward today. At the end of the day, not the worst play I've ever made, but just so awkward. Like, we're going to start getting better when we get into this stuff, so hopefully we can stay alive and keep up that long. Yeah, I can live with that. That's not a great sap target, but it's a possible sap target. Because we could just Blade of Cthulhu it next turn, you know? But what? I just have nothing else to do this turn. This hand, dude. I'm gonna sap it, guys. I know it's real iffy to sap an active card like that gives you 5 damage. It sucks, but what else can I do? Nothing to do. If this had been Devolve instead, oh, that would have been so good. But instead we got Evolve, which we can't develop a minion for, so... Yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, 5 damage really isn't that bad. That's scarier, though. Oh, is this better? No, it's not. It still doesn't do anything. Can't kill this, so... the Flameswing Totem's worth 4, this is worth 8, so we gotta try. Oh, we can kill a Flameswing Totem too, actually. Never mind. We're fine. So Cthulhu's actually pretty nasty now. It might be able to clear the board. That puts us at 1 health if he does it. Yeah, oh, we might just be dead. Looks like Jade Claws or something. Oh, Flame Tongue. Yeah, that's dead. Deadzer. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for me in this deck. I don't really know what to say about it. Like, it was flying for a little while, then it started sucking. And there you have it. That was my Control Rogue. Kind of liked the deck. I think it has some promise. Clearly, it failed a few times, but still, it seems like there's some good core pieces to build on here. And I think with a little more work, this could be a pretty viable deck. All that said, if you guys have any thoughts, comments, questions, recommendations, of course, you're welcome to leave them in the comments below. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, game on.